I want that. Okay. Where's my camera? Why is my camera not showing? I can't with this, please. Camera looking like. All right, this camera showing now, but this ain't the camera I want. But I have to deal with it. It is what it is. What up, y'all? It's your boy Step, one half of the dynamic duo of Next Step and K. I don't know what's going on with my cameras right now. My camera was fine. I don't know why this camera's on. This camera's not on. What the hell? I don't get it. But it's your boy Next Step, one half of the dynamic duo Next Step and K. We here, man. Another Sunday fun day. Hopefully your week was blessed. Get your rest on this day before you go back in if you're a Monday through Friday worker. But if you had to work today, I'm glad for y'all just checking in. I appreciate that. I appreciate that in my DJ Khaled voice. But man, on to the next, man. We about to get this started, man. We're gonna be talking a little bit of the draft. The champs was crowned in women's and men's basketball. So I wonder if this light will give me some more of this joint. This art. Whatever, man. But yeah, we're gonna be talking college. We're gonna talk some NBA playoffs is coming down to an end of seeding and NFL draft. SHADEUR is slipping, so they saying that he's slipping in the draft. Please, if you lock in, please hit that subscribe and like button and comment your name or whatever, or just comment say what's up so I can give you a shout out. I appreciate y'all locking in with me. One half of the dynamic duo of Next Step in K. We will be in this building. B's in the building. What up, B? I know you coming for K Spot. I told him that the threat was put out there. My phone is dead. I don't know why the phone ain't working, B, so you can't call in. But you join the show if you want once K get on here. But man, let's get it popping, man. It takes no time for you to throw that up there. Pause.
Pause. You said something gay.
But yeah, my camera's acting up, so this camera is dark. I have no reason why. I have no idea why. But he said 1/3 of the trifecta trio. K, you coming for your spot, K. K B said last week he said he deserved to be on the face of the image of our podcast, man, on the banner. So he's coming. But anyway, man, let's get this thing started, man. Let's go.
Don't relax and take notes. Niggas need to wake up. Niggas need to relax and take notes. Niggas need to wake up. Niggas need to relax and take notes. While I take totes, relax and take notes. While I take totes of the marijuana smoke, relax and take notes. While I take totes, relax and take notes. While I take totes of the marijuana smoke.
Yeah. What up, y'all? What up, y'all? It's your boy Step, one half of the dynamic duo of Next Step and K. My man B is in the building for sure. He's already then locked in with us. It's good to see you, B, man. One of my cameras is acting up, so I don't know why this new camera. I don't know why it's dark. I don't even use it no more. I went back to my old camera, and now that camera's acting goofy. So bear with me, bear with the darkness. I have no idea why it's doing that. He said, "Nah, KC is irreplaceable. That's the main homie. So never that." Well, you was talking crazy a second ago, bro. You was saying, "No, man, he got to go." You trying to? All right, I'm about to send K the link. Hopefully, his phone or his. He said he got his laptop. B. He said he got his laptop. So we're gonna send K the link real fast because his regular link ain't working for some reason. Where he can just jump on the podcast. K, it's been sent, brother. Hit that like and subscribe button when y'all join the pod. It's sent, bro. Hit that like and subscribe button as y'all join the pod. Please say what's up. So I'll give you a shout out. I appreciate y'all locking in with your boy. It's one half of the dynamic duo of Next Step and K. It's Step here. Oh, my fault. As of last week, it was next Step K and B. Because B joined the show last week. Send it to the beats. Oh, you want to join the show too, B? All right, cool. Nothing. That's nothing, brother. That's nothing. That's absolutely nothing. So we're gonna have K and B in here. I'm not gonna call you Beast, man. That's retarded. But I'm sending B the link. BA, if you here, or if you got some downtime, brother, you can also join us. Anybody that want to join the podcast, let's talk. B has been sent, bro. I know Beast is the email address, bro. I just wasn't calling you Beast. That's a little bit too much.
Pause. You said something gay.
But yeah, man. I sent the links. B, K, they'll be in here joining us soon. But Mike Anderson, if you out there, the podcast been live for the last couple weeks consistently. Thank God. And we here, man. We here to talk, man. We here to talk about NCAA men's and women's basketball. We here to talk about SHADEUR slipping in the draft from he going from potentially being the number one, number two, or number three pick to dropping down basically to 9 or 10. And some people even saying lower than that, but I don't see him going past no 9 or 10. But man, we're gonna be talking about that. We also gonna be talking about South Carolina, Miss Malaysia. She's deciding to transfer from South Carolina, which is unexpected. Nobody's seen that. Also, the young lady from Notre Dame, we mentioned her last week. She's also transferring from Notre Dame. So the transfer portal is popping right now. We're gonna be talking about other things, in the culture. If y'all want to say something or bring something up during the pod, and it's something worth talking about, we can be talking NBA playoffs. Um, seeding, what's going on as far as seeding and everything. So, man, holla at me, man. Please, if y'all in here, please hit that like button as soon as y'all join. B, what's up, BA? Sarah Strong and Ozzy about to take over college basketball next season. Salute, my brother. Salute. You want to join the pod? I seen the link. It's nothing. B gonna be on here. K supposed to be joining. So hopefully, B said joining in a few in case he got the honors to hop on the live first.
Pause. You said something gay.
That's cool too. That's cool. Well, we gonna be here. We here. We the minimum is an hour, but we actually been staying on live a little longer than that. So BA, if you want to join the pod, man, you're welcome, brother. Appreciate you. And that's my man. Get BA of Get Your Bars Up Media. Please, if y'all into battle rap, please hit the like and subscribe button on his podcast, man, on his YouTube podcast, on his YouTube channel. All right, BA, I'm gonna send you the link now too as well. Okay, we're gonna have a full house today. Where Mike Anderson at? My brother, he mentioned about the pod. We back. BA, I'm about to send you the link as well. BA for real. Paste. Sent. BA is sent to you, brother. It's definitely sent to you, man. So we may have a full house today, man. Let's talk about it. Let's have some fun. Let's talk culture. Let's talk hip hop. Let's talk all of that, man. We're gonna talk sports, of course. We definitely gonna talk sports. We're gonna talk a little hip hop because BA's in the building. Why not? Some things going on in battle rap. I understand T Rex and Cassidy going back and forth and stuff. So BA should have an inside scoop on that. But as far as we're concerned, man, we gonna be doing what we do. Let me set this up so that when everybody join, I can add them on that scene. Okay, cool. I just won't have none of my layers to bring up. But yeah, man. So we gonna talk about how was y'all weekend? How have y'all weekend been? Mine's been pretty smooth for the most part. Shout out to my man George over at Exquisite Billiards Pool Tables. He's doing my pool table. But B said, "Yo, what happened to the young boy from Mexico?" Hold up, let me get you. Young boy from Mexico that always joined the pod. He's still locked in with the channel or no? Young boy smart. Yeah, 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 yeah. That's your goat. He be over on SB channel, but I haven't seen him in a while. When I've been watching SB, shout out to SB and Sean over at Real Takes Over Fake Debates. I haven't seen him actually on a show quite that often over there, and I met him through SB. Um, but I'm pretty sure he'll be joining eventually as well. Oh man, the brother is in the building, and there's no glitching right now.
Mm-mm. Nope. No
Oh,
glitching.
it's one. Hey, listen, you in the basement with your boys. Next step and who?
K, aka the nice guy on the court, aka
Oh shit,
the maker of the good turnover, aka
for shit
it's
show,
him.
for shit show, yo. You ain't lied about that part, man. K, how's your weekend been, brother?
Weekend is good, man. Just getting ready. The wedding is getting closer and closer.
Yes, it is.
So just May 5th is that's when I take the plunge.
Yes, sir. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. And then we go away when
That will be on the 29th of July.
July 29th. We go away. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm just trying to save up to get that pretty penny
Yeah.
cent.
You got You got
You know what I'm
this. You got
saying? But man, other than that, everything's been well with
this.
you. I had a
Yeah, everything's been well, man. I can't complain. Got some, some stuff. Lots of stuff I was happening over the week,
mhm.
and yeah, I was like, yeah, I gotta I gotta get Larry on this and hear his 2 cents on this and
For
everything.
sure, for sure. But man, listen, BA is going to join us today.
Okay,
B's
BA,
gonna join. BA's
turn in.
gonna get your
Is Dr.
bars
Kyle
up,
coming
media.
too?
Yeah, B's gonna join us today as well. Cause B
Mm-hmm.
was coming for your spot, man. Last week he said, man,
Yeah,
he might be. He need to be on that. Yeah, he was blowing you up, bro. Pause.
that's all
Yeah,
right. That's all right. Well, I didn't have my laptop, so
no, that's your final answer because that last week was bad, man. You
yeah, I didn't have my laptop, so I
uh,
couldn't.
Sean put you on punishment, didn't let you use her laptop and none of that stuff, bro.
No,
That,
you
that
want to know what happened? What was happening with that laptop? It was like I don't know, something was okay. And they got earbuds and pulling the. Okay, yeah. Well, you gotta you can't scare. You gotta scare away your followers and stuff like that. So
for
we
sure, for
can't
sure.
we can't be grimy all the time. We gotta like have the corporate look too. Um, but other than that, and of course, B, you know this in marketing too. And B, I definitely got some questions for you. In regards to that too about Chris Jenkins. So just stay tuned with that. But yeah, other than that, man, just yeah, I'm glad I got the laptop here. That's the first thing because shout out to Kyle. Kyle,
Shout out to
we
Dr.
were supposed,
Kyle. I got some
yeah,
news from him this
we were
weekend.
supposed to play basketball yesterday, right? So I was like, okay, cool. So I was like, I was going to go by myself, but then Paige's tutoring got canceled. So
Okay.
thank you, Brandon. Thank you. What happened was her tutor canceled so we're gonna just go like during the week, and then from there I was like, okay, well, Paige, if you're not doing anything, I'll just take you hooping, to the gym with my brother. Cool. So then I get a text, saying that the floor has to be redone and stuff like that. But I was ready. I was ready.
You ready?
I was ready. I was ready. I was ready to rock and roll. I was ready to come
Yeah.
out of retirement and everything. So,
Okay.
but yeah, hopefully the floor will be fixed next week, and Paige can get a chance to bounce the ball, put the ball in the hoop and stuff like that. I'm not going to give her anything like crazy to do. Like, yeah, run to the corner and do this, and run to the corner, cut, up, fake pass, fake catch the pass, up again, catch it, and go to the. No, I'm not going to do all that. Yeah, I'm going to roll the ball out, put the ball in the basket. Put the ball in the basket.
Make it as simple as possible, especially with you training.
And she's pretty tall too. I didn't know she was getting that tall too. She's like 5'6", I think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she's like 5'6". She's only 12, and like her parents, well, her dad was tall, and her grandparents are tall too. So now I think, and the crazy part is like LaShawn is athletic, and LaShawn has athletic, relatives too on her side. So knows it might. I think I might have skipped over LaShawn and might be going to Paige. So sorry, LaShawn. Door's closed. She can't hear me. So.
All right, that's good, because I thought you was about to be on the back burner. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah. No, I mean, I can. Tall's good. You got to teach tall.
Yes. You can't teach tall, but intangibles and intangibles after that though.
Oh yeah, most definitely. So yeah, I like to, but you know what? I like to start off with a question. We're gonna start off this podcast with a question for you. So of course, your coach Larry, like you've pretty much been through it. You done developed, you done seen certain people and everybody come through and everything like that. Definitely gotta give you your flowers once again. Of course, this is when before the podcast and everything like that, you were actually coaching and stuff like that. This is AAU season from the end of March to like July. So I would say
July, no, maybe August, depending on
August. Depending on how far you get and stuff like that.
You get invited to a couple of the other tournaments and stuff like that at the tail end of the season.
Tournaments and camps and stuff like that. So here's my question for you, Larry. Here's Casey and somebody pop. God is great. So happy for you, my God. Thank you, Brandon. Like I feel like I'm part of. I feel like I'm an exclusive part of a team or something like that.
Hey man, listen, it's okay.
Exclusive club and stuff like that. But my question to you, Brandon. Larry, I'm sorry. 2 questions, as a matter of fact. Of course, it's AAU season. And a lot of parents are getting their kids into like the best programs available, or into programs and or teams that will give them some playing time and stuff like that. Now we know everybody's not really cut out for this and stuff like that. We know that everybody's going to go to the NBA or play even D1, D2, or even D3 or NAIA. Who knows? The question is, how do you break it to parents that their child or children are not the ones?
All right. Shout out to BA, man. Get your bars at media. He's in the building, man. You want to ask me this first, or you want me to give the last answer? Because BA's here. Let him join the conversation.
Yeah, you know what, BA? Especially
hey, nice hat, BA. Nice hat, bro.
Vast basketball background. Shout out to Texas Hoops out there.
Representing.
Before I even ask you, BA and Larry, how was your week, BA?
Man, this week went by fast as far as work, but as far as like sports, man, it was an incredible week for sports. I mean, from collegiate basketball to the NBA standards, specifically the West Coast. I mean, the Western Conference, and then you have this situation with this quarterback, Deion's son. You feel me?
We gonna talk all that stuff.
It's a lot going on in sports. That's interesting right now, but it's good though. It's good. It's
good. We're definitely gonna jump. We definitely gonna jump into Houston. We definitely gonna jump onto that. But I know you and Larry have a very vast basketball background, whether it's playing, whether it's training, whether it's coaching, things of that sort. And my question I was about to ask Larry, but I want to give you the honor of answering the question first. Like it's AAU basketball season. Texas Hoops and AAU go hand in hand. Now we all know that everybody's not cut out for this. They think they're cut out for it, but once they get into the programs, like, oh, whoa, there are people better than me. Now, if you were a coach and or a trainer, how do you break it to parents that their child or children, because you might try to put everybody in there, how do you break it to them to let them know that, look, your kid is not the one. I don't think he's going to be playing in the NBA. How do you, or he probably won't be able to cut it on this team. How would you break it to him?
I haven't coached basketball and like I haven't coached sports, specifically basketball, in years. But I
Mm-hmm.
had this situation happen with an AAU team that from an organization that my best friend actually runs now, and it was actually the girls. It was a girls
Okay.
basketball team, right? And we had our first six were incredible, but you know these parents were paying money supporting, right? They were paying money, and this one guy, he's about 5'11", one of the girls' dads. He's about 5'11", 6 foot, and I'm 6'3". So
Okay.
he came up to me and he was trying to charge me up one day, and I just honestly, how I dealt with that situation, because I ain't never dealt with it before until that moment. I told him, I was like, these girls, right? I told her the girls that are playing in front of her, they're playing in front of her for a reason. And I told him specifically, it's based off of work ethic, because his daughter was talented, but she never worked hard, and plus she didn't like passing the ball on offense. She didn't like
Mm-hmm.
that. And you're a point guard, so you're supposed to be. This was like a decade ago when the point guard was still the point guard. It wasn't
It's
no
still the
combo guard
extension of
point
the
guard.
coach, right?
Exactly. And I just relayed to him, and then what I did was I gave him some tape and put it on DVD. Gave it to him, and he actually checked it out. He actually checked it out, and he agreed. But at that moment, I had to tell him it's still a lot we got to work on her with, as far as providing for the team. He didn't like it, and he stepped to me like he wanted to swing on me, but it got diffused real quick.
Hmm.
Well, that's because
Be
you're like 6'3", so I mean, it's like
Now that's what I'm
you
saying. Like I'm looking down at the guy,
yes.
and he probably, I'm giving him 5'11", 6 foot. He's probably like 5'9", 5'10", and he's
mm,
little guy looking up to me with his hands up. And I understand, because it's pride. You know, as a man, it's pride.
Oh yeah,
This is your daughter, and then you're trying to confront me, and you got your wife sitting there. Now your wife giving me the side eye too. So you got to be tough in front of what you got to let your wife know. I ain't no punk.
yeah,
I'm going. This is my family, and I'm like,
mhm.
it's not that.
Don't go
It's
that
not
way.
that serious. It's
Right.
not that. We just talking sports.
right.
Hmm.
Yeah, don't go Rocky 3 on me, because
Right.
you remember when Clubber Lang was talking to Adrian, or any old type of way, talking some, yeah, girl, this and that, da da da. Now you gotta do something. I might get trashed, but
You silly.
But
Be
I gotta do
be
something.
honest. It's being honest. That's the
yeah.
biggest part that I
B
learned from that, is being honest.
B said AAU is meant for to increase exposure against different higher levels of talent and in front of scouts that aren't aware of your kid. Yeah, it is most definitely. But now I'm a piggyback off of what BA was saying. I've never had no real bad issues in the game as far as being a coach or a trainer during my time, especially in Philly. You know, that's where my roots are. Most of the time, I knew almost everybody that was bringing their kids out there. That's number
Mhm.
one, and then number two, talent wise, I think a lot of these players, parents, they look at who's in the organization. So that means something. But if they're absent from who's in the organization of my character or your character, whoever's in the organization, they
Mhm.
kind of have to humble themselves to a point where it's all right, these people, guys, girls, know what they're talking about. I'm hoping that. So if you do your due diligence prior to bringing your kid to a program, you have to see what those coaches or trainers are doing first. So to tell to say it to a kid or a parent that they are not ready is hard. It's very hard,
Woo.
especially when some of these parents are living through their kids, which is bad. And I hate that. I hate that I see that a lot. And if they believe that their kid is better than what it is, and we all have some kind of push towards that, but in reality, me personally, I love my daughter to death. My daughter is talented. She picks up on things, but she's not in the varsity right now level of player. She's still learning. She actually this year, her freshman year in school, she made JV,
Nice.
and the coaches liked her the way she talked and things like that on the basketball court. but I know her skill level isn't ready for varsity. They wanted her to play up on varsity. I said, I don't think you should. But that's just me being a father and not being a trainer, not being a coach, but me knowing my child. I don't want you to get embarrassed. Then knowing that you're not going to play that much on varsity, why would I allow you to play varsity where it's going to lower your minutes on JV? Because if you play both, you only could play a quarter of JV
Right.
if you're playing in a varsity game.
Mm-hmm.
I
A lot
want
of people don't know that.
no exactly. So
Yeah.
my thing to talk to Alyssa was, listen, I understand you liking the game a lot, but we have to get in the gym quite a bit for you to be ready. And without hurting her feelings myself as a father, and I'm taking because I'm just a dad when I'm at the games. You know what I'm
Absolutely.
saying? If she asks me some things during the game, I'll say something to her at halftime or something like that. But I just want to be dad because I don't want to be trainer, coach. When we get home, she has an issue, then we are not talking because of basketball, and she know
Yeah.
that's my passion. So if she wants to play, I let her play. If she doesn't,
Right.
I don't push her to. It's not my dream. It's your dream. But
Right.
in that actuality, I had to let her know, listen, you need to get all the reps you can. You're on the court damn near the whole game at JV. You make a lot of mistakes. Make them mistakes there
Yeah.
so that you had the time and learning the feel of the game to get better at it. Because if they let you play on varsity, more than likely you're not even going to play. They just like you because they see that you understand the game. But if you don't play, what good is you sitting on the bench and not even getting no reps in
Mm-hmm.
JV because you only can play limited amount of time. When I talk to parents, I just let them know, listen, this is the talent that we have here. Your child is growing. We are willing to keep her in the program, but it may not be here. So that's why a lot of these JV teams, a lot of these AAU teams have let's say team final A, team final B.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Because they want to have a lot of talent, but they can't have all the talent on one team. Or if they have a kid that's blossoming, a lot of these quote unquote teams that are branded with the Nike and all that stuff, they picking the best kids from these grassroots programs, taking them from them where they learned to play the game well. They start getting better, then all of a sudden they just yank them, which I don't like. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Stay with the grassroots
That
squad. Yeah.
exactly. So instead of them nurturing their own kids, they're pulling from the good kids that are coming out of these programs that started at the beginning. Like I was with Triple Threat. I've seen a
Mm-hmm.
number of our kids grow. I've coached a number of our kids who've grown up to be somebody, and then all of a sudden a team final comes in and throw some sneakers and all the stuff in front of them, and now we lost that kid because of that. But
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? So if parents are willing to understand there's a progress
Mm-hmm.
in playing this game, whether they play it or not, whether what you see in a kid you don't see in another because it's your kid. It's not fair. Because that same mistake that my kid would do, or that kid, they get him out the game. When your kid makes that mistake, you're not saying that same thing.
Absolutely. You're saying you're coddling him. You're saying it's
Yeah,
okay.
and it's the
It's
other
okay.
player's fault.
Okay, youngin. It's okay, youngin.
Yeah, yeah. So your kid make that same mistake, you pushing that to the side, but when the other kid made it, you telling them sub them and all this other stuff. But it's a good bad thing. But
Mm-hmm.
most parents, if you're not living through your kid and they
Right.
respect the person that they're talking to as far as the coaching and the staff and their what they've done in the game, they're not going to give you that. But then you do have the rowdy ones like BA was saying about, some of the parents just think their kid is much better than what they are, and
Yeah.
you sometimes you just got to humble them very very fast.
Yeah.
Like even if I had a point where one of the kids thought they should be playing more. Oh, you do? Who do you think you should be playing in front of? Oh, really? Check rock 1-on-1.
That's it. That's how we used to do it. Yes.
But
That's
it's
it.
hey Larry, it's interesting that you said that because that next because he did this all in tournament play. So this is not even practice. This is tournament play. You're trying to charge me up. That next following week, we came in third place. We came in third place in that tournament. The next following week, I actually did that. I put her, she was on the second squad. I put her second squad PG. You're not in that 11th spot. You're gonna be in that 6th spot. I want you to be right here playing that one versus this one that we have that's running everything and keeping everything glued. And she got her ass ate up. Embarrassed low key.
Yep.
And she was she was turning the ball over, and then she was trying to shoot all these damn shots. She was missing everything. And me,
But then they pressed.
I was petty though. I was a little petty because I was looking. I'm looking at her pops. I'm looking at her pops over there, just like you see, like I know the game. I know the game to a certain extent. I'm not no Greg Popovich or nothing like that, but I know the game enough to see what I see.
Right. And I look at that, and I always say that to the parents and to the kids. Listen, you can't listen to everybody because everybody don't have your best judgment. You know what I'm saying? They're looking from the aspect of you. They're not looking at the aspect of overall.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So when kids transfer and stuff like that, I'll be like, why did they transfer? Or why did they go to that school? It's a name because of the name, because of what they're offering. But it ain't necessarily because of your play.
Yeah.
Right.
So it's a lot of kids that be on teams because of a relationship, knowing they shouldn't even be there. You see what I'm saying? So I always tell the parents, listen, there's going to be spots and opportunities, maybe if you want to stick with us, or if I have a spot on it. Listen, your kid may not play much, but if we up and I can get them some minutes, if you're willing to take that, cool. But if not, you might want to go to another program if we don't have another team for he or she's age group. You know what I mean? And as that kid gets better, we circle back. But we're not going to sit there and make it seem like your kid is all of that and we just don't want them. It ain't happening. These kids been working.
Yeah.
We've seen them work. Now, if your kid come and your kid is better than one of the kids that's been here for a minute, nobody's going to turn down talent.
Yeah.
Right.
But you still have to fit in some way from what these kids
You're
have been
gonna
in.
have to wait because, especially if you're a point guard, and that's a great point, Larry and BA. Thank you. Especially if you're like a guard and you're new and you're getting into a program that's already been established with players and stuff like that. I don't think they're going to take really. They're not going to take really kindly. There's like a pecking order. Like you got to come in there. It's kind of like going to a new job. You go in there, you ask around, hey, how's the offense being ran? What is this? Is this? Where do you want the ball at? You know, such and such and such. Like when I'm open, do you want me to shoot it? Like, or you want me to like dump off or something like that? So, I mean, it's just like when like Larry and B, I'm sure you can attest to this. Like when we played in different leagues and stuff like that. Like you got your Sunny Hills, your
roles change.
You got Gustine Lake and stuff like that and everything like that. And not everybody's going to be playing on the same team. Like we have to we got to get used to all these players and stuff like that playing because some players are talented than others, and you just got to just play your role. Like listen, I'm a defender and defender. Like I'm not going to be
personnel.
Taking shots. I ain't trying to get jumped after the game.
Go ahead, B.A.
We will jump you with Sunny Hill. Don't get it twisted.
Have y'all ever heard of a player that goes by the name of Carlos Hurt? Have you ever heard of Carlos Hurt? Played for the McDonald All-American, played for Louisville, played for Rick Pitino at Louisville or whatnot. Starting point guard, really, really good.
He was behind what's the Spanish boy name?
Silva.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So, and when I was when I was in high school, right? I was a freshman in high school. I played for the Houston Hoops 8th grade team, but then going into that summer, going into 9th grade, they moved me up to the big team. And I'm killing everybody my age. I'm like, man, I'm running this. I'm ranked in the state, all of this stuff. I'm thinking I'm the stuff. And they moved me to the big team. And I'm like, man, I should be starting over him. Like I'm good. Like I'm younger, but I'm better than him. And my dad, similar to what the young lady dad did to me, my dad did to the coach.
Mm.
So the coach, right? He it was at a practice. He had me go head up with Carlos Hurt, and Carlos Hurt ate my behind up. He ate me, packed me up and took my lunch, bro. Changed my life though. I needed that.
Right.
But that's why we say as coaches, right? We have to
Mm-hmm.
we have to be transparent. We have to be honest. And if you say that if you say that your son or your daughter is this, I'm gonna give them multiple chances to prove that.
Right.
Mhm.
Right. And it's up to you to understand where they're really at compared to the other players that they're playing against. Because at home, your son or daughter gonna be a beast, but when you playing under the whistle, that changes a lot.
Yes, it
And
takes
then
a lot.
playing against talent that's just as good as you
We're
is
better.
another thing.
Oh my
But
gosh.
yeah,
Yeah, I
Yeah.
remember.
Good,
I
man.
gave my dad that look. I gave my dad when I first played Sunny Hill. I gave my dad that look. Like I was like crossing over. I was looking for help and stuff like that. Like
Yeah.
and I looked over at dad when I got crossed over. Like boom! I looked over at dad.
Yeah.
He's like,
No.
get back on defense. Get back on defense. Go 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 go.
No.
It's like
Bro.
it's different.
When you gotta when you playing against something, when you think you the stuff and you playing against actually you playing against players who are like the cream of the crop and really
Yes.
are like NBA, like they could probably go to the NBA with the next year or probably even out of high school. It
Mhm.
really makes you evaluate yourself. It
mm-hmm.
really, and you
Mhm.
have
Sure.
to keep it real with yourself. You have
Yeah.
All
to.
day long,
Yeah.
all day long, bro. Trust me,
Yeah.
I know.
Absolutely. And great answers, guys. Like, and that's perfect. That's perfect segue too, because you were talking about ranking BA. My second
Hold up,
question to you
B
guys.
says you supposed to
Oh, wait,
roll up with the big dogs. I would let her play up. Hold up. I would let her play up. She could have had the chance to break a high school scoring record. You talking about my daughter? My daughter ain't breaking no high school record no time soon.
I
You know what
mean,
I'm saying?
we can put him in the atmosphere. Though I hope
Like
it happens.
I
Put him in the
don't have
atmosphere.
a problem with. I'm a reality person. Like
Mm-hmm.
it ain't there. You know what I'm saying? Like she has potential. I seen how she talks on the basketball court. She's been around me a lot when it came to basketball. From when I Philly to out here. When I was coaching at the high school, she was at the basketball practice. Her form is better than the girls that I was coaching for. Well, I've been down here since 2018.
Mm-hmm.
So I got the job 18, 19, 19, 20. So back then, my daughter Alyssa was probably 9 or 10. And she had a better
Okay.
form than all those kids that was in 10th, 11th grade shooting. And when they was at the game at the practices, I let her shoot in the court. They like, do you teach her? I said no. She just watches.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying? And she gets it. And being around me, she pays attention a lot. But today, no, those girls' speed is different. She has to understand that being able to go right and left and always not catching the ball on one side and going back to that same side, she has to
Yeah.
understand that. So a lot of those little things, meticulous things that I see, I try to let her know during the game. Like whenever she talked to me, Dad, come here, come here, come here, at halftime or something like that. So I ain't involved with the coaching and all that stuff. Listen, don't do that. At the ball, you get the ball over here, go to the opposite side. You know what I'm saying? You can't keep
Mm-hmm.
going to the same side. If a play is called, that don't if the person not open, that don't mean you still throw it there. She still has those habits.
Oh yeah.
So I wouldn't dare put my daughter on some varsity team where these girls gonna eat her alive in a matter of seconds, and then she gets her confidence is just shot, and she has
Mm-hmm.
confidence now. So why would I bluster her confidence for no reason? So
Right.
that's
Some
why I
people
think a lot of these
do
parents
that.
have to understand that, man. I understand trying to put your kid in a fire to let them get better, but sometimes putting them in the wrong fire was be a
Yeah.
very fast death, and
Especially
Right.
if they
And
don't play.
you know what? And
the kid won't like the game no more. You don't want that.
yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
I did that with Paige. Like, I was just like, because Paige is tall, and I'm like, Paige, you're probably going to get asked a lot. Like, do you do this? Do you do this because you're tall? But I'm just like, look, Paige, if you want to play basketball, I can roll the ball out and teach you some things and stuff like that. But I would never put her in it. Like, I would always get her like, well, I always get her mom's permission or something like that. Like, look, Like, people are asking about just when she was swimming. I was
Mhm.
like, look, people are asking about her. Like, can she swim? Can she do this? Like, her push off is good and stuff like that. I'm like, look, I'm not going to put her in like what's the name of that swimming club in Philadelphia? PR Pride. Those guys, like, they're like nationally known. Like, I would never put her in any type of like program like that because
Right.
like they're a little too competitive. I'll put her like in a program out here, like in Glen Olden
Right.
or something, somewhere where she can have fun.
Right.
She can still, still be a kid, but still learn how to
Enjoy it.
compete, sportsmanship
Yeah.
and stuff like
But
that.
that's the same
Like,
thing with me. My little brother
yeah.
Taylor, he does the chosen. He's play it. What's the name of his group? Basketball. What's it? Philly Hoop Group.
Oh, hoop
He,
group, yeah.
yeah.
Shoot hoop people, yeah.
He's him and his friend is the guys at Philly Hoop Group, and they have a team in Chosen League.
Mm-hmm.
Taylor constantly asks, "Lil broke, I gotta bring my niece down to play in Chosen League." She's not ready for Chosen League,
Yeah, Chosen
and
League is
that's
different.
Philly basketball.
Yeah, that's like
She's been out here too long, and she's not ready.
it's a difference
You see what
between
I'm saying? I know all these little kids, most of them now.
right.
Most of them are grown, like Gigi and all of them. Like I've coached Gigi and Tay Tay and all of them. Now Tay Tay is
Mm-hmm.
at LIU in New York. But I've
Right.
been in the gym training them and coached them for triple threat or just in the gym when they come to the gym to work out and stuff like that. But Philly guards are Philly basketball is different from Delaware basketball. My
Absolutely.
daughter is a Delawarean.
Yeah.
Paige
And
is a
it's that
Glenonian.
simple. You see what I'm saying? So I tell Taylor all the time, like I'll let her she can come to the games all day long just to see the pace, how tough and stuff that is. Now, one day if it's not that bad of a team or something like that, and you want to have her on the bench and she want to, try to throw her, cool. But throwing her to the wolves, nah, she won't like you, Uncle Taylor. She she will not, you know what I'm saying? But okay,
Absolutely.
that's a great point, man. We've been on that subject for quite a long
Yeah,
time now.
yeah. And I was asking ask a follow up question, and shout out to all the dads out there, getting their kids in AAU. My second question, like BA brought up a good point about rankings and stuff like that. Like
Hate
my
them.
second question for you guys, for BA and Larry and Brandon too, if you're listening. What is your take on ranking kids so early? Like
I
I
don't like
see
it. It's
things
just that
where
simple.
like,
You ain't even got to finish.
oh, okay, like such
I
and such
hate it.
he's like the best fourth grader,
I hate it.
2037.
I hate it. I hate it. And you know why I hate it?
Talk to me.
I've coached kids and I've known kids that are better than some of the kids that are being ranked. And then you're not ranking every kid in America. You're ranking just the ones that you've seen. So if you ain't seen some of these kids that probably more than likely is better than the kids that you've seen, and you're gonna say, well, why they're not on that scene? Well, some of these kids don't want to be on that scene. And sometimes it's better to be the underdog. No, it's a lot of the times it's better to be the underdog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? How many kids that we know personally that was ranked and all this other stuff get to college and you don't know where they at right now?
It's more of those than not.
You see what I'm saying? So me personally, stay under the radar. Them rankings don't mean nothing. People be like, "Oh, rankings ain't nothing. Rankings nothing." But then the kid get put on the rankings. He ranked in another. No, which one is it? Because when he wasn't ranked, it don't mean nothing.
Mm-hmm.
But then as soon as
Now
he
when
get
he's
ranked, then
ranked,
you want to brag on it.
yeah, he's the best.
No,
He's the best fourth
especially at that
grader
young,
in the
especially at
country.
that young
Like,
age. When they
oh,
get into
okay.
that 11th, 12th grade year, okay,
Yeah.
I'm cool with that because now you have the cream of the crop with the kids that has that momentum going into those years are going to be on those scenes. So you're not going to miss too many, if anything. You may have some kids that's right under them, but ain't getting that exposure, but probably will put on them, lace up their sneaks and bust their ass.
Yeah.
But they're not going to get that exposure. They just going to say that kid had a bad game.
Of course.
You see what I'm saying? That's what I hate about rankings. B said, are we answering based on how it is or how it should be? I don't like the rankings, but that's an essential part of Kobe's basketball jersey and the Mamba mentality. Exactly. That
Mm-hmm.
Mamba mentality he created that to say, I don't care who you are. Let's lace up. Not I'm better than you right now. and I'm always going to be better than you. And you can go back to rankings. Like rankings don't mean nothing. There's a lot of kids in Philly that I've seen play, and I see these kids on these exposure events, and I'd be like, such and such is better than that kid.
Yeah, I
You know
remember
what I mean?
when they ranked and shout out to Imhotep, and they went to the Palm Beach Classic, I think, a couple
Oh
years
yeah,
ago.
yeah, 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 yeah.
They
Well,
played against
Ramer and all.
the
Yeah,
Boozer twins. They
yeah,
played against, and they
yeah.
were the commentator and the play by
Boozer
play guy
everything,
was
Boozer
like,
everything. And then they look.
there's Carlos Boozer, and he was ranked number 1, and he went to
Right.
Duke, and they're going to go to Duke. I think that the Boozer twins are the number 1 ranked combo guards in the country. I think they were like.
And I had Ramer since
Came out
grassroots.
and
I had
worked.
Ramer since grassroots at Triple Threat. Shout out to his uncle Yacht, who still coaches at Triple Threat. Ramer couldn't make a layup back in the day. Ramer was a 6-man. All he thought about was shooting the ball when he got in the game, but then he'd get mad. I was in the gym with Ramer from third, fourth, up to probably seventh, 8th grade. And then Ramer started blooming because he always had the dog mentality. It was just more of mental for him.
Right.
Ramer transfers to Imhotep. Hands down the best guard in the city.
That's it.
Goes on a circuit with Imhotep, him, Justin, and killing everybody. But you have these rankings that have these kids that's supposed to be better than them. Only person on that team was ranked was Justin. Ramer was like a fall off. He wound up going to Florida Gulf Coast, and Ramer still is starting point guard at Florida Gulf Coast.
There you go. Now. Sometimes that's perfect segue, Larry, because sometimes it's not the name of the college. Sometimes you have to go to a program
you got to go where you want to play.
You got to go to a program that appreciates you.
BA?
Like, man, I would love to go to Florida Gulf Course. They've been in the tournament. They got tournament history. I was looking at some of the kids who got it, who got offers from like Bryant University and stuff like that. And some kids were like, "No, I want to go there." Like, where's Bryant at? Bryant was in the tournament this year.
But you got to think about some of them is more of the school, not the academics. Some of these kids are not going to go to no Bryant or Colgate and things, and, those type of schools that's damn near Ivy League schools and manage. So they have to go to a school where they can manage that GPA and still get them and still be able to play the sport. Go ahead, BA. I'm sorry.
Nah, y'all are good. This is good stuff, man. This is good stuff.
You're welcome.
Right. Appreciate you. It was getting back to what you were saying specifically about the rankings too. Is prime example. In high school, there was a guy that went by the name of Bracy Wright. Went to
I know Bracy Wright. He went to Indiana.
Right? Mm-hmm. He was like McDonald's All-American. Yep. He was like this and that, And do you know who his backcourt teammate was? Who wasn't ranked high at all?
At Indiana?
No. In high school. High school wasn't ranked at all. Darren Williams was this high school.
Wow. Illinois. Utah.
I forgot they were Texas boys. They were Texas boys. Yeah.
And Bracy Wright is and I seen these guys play, and I'm like, this dude is better. I'm like, this dude can handle the rock. He can shoot that thing. He dunking on boy. I'm like, Bracy Wright was a shooter. He was getting buckets, but I'm like, this dude his ceiling is way higher.
All around game.
All around. Yeah. But Bracy Wright got all of the attention, and Bracy Wright was he was like number 6 in the country. Like number 6 in the country. Darren Williams,
like forward, I think.
He was a 2/3. 2/3, yeah. But he mostly played the 2. Darren Williams played the 1. But
What up, Lou? That's Lou.
Salute to Lou. But I say that to say this: rankings, man. Like you can't. It's hard to go off of rankings when you are super young because it is a lot of talent that people just do not see.
Yeah.
I like I said, man, too young. 4th grade, 5th grade, 6th grade, 7th grade, 8th grade, 9th grade. When you get to that 10th, 11th, and that 10th is kind of edgy too because there's a drop off right there too. But when that 11th, 12th going into the 12th grade year, and that 12th grader going into college, that's the years I see those rankings coming out because the rankings have those players now.
Yeah.
The player you have all these years to lead up to ranking these players because I'm pretty sure a lot of those players that you had from 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, you don't even know who they are anymore, or they know where to be found, or they don't even love the game no more. So you got this kid that we see, like what's the kid that was that went to North Carolina, 7 Woods.
Oh man!
Oh wow!
Highlights was crazy.
I thought he
I was
was.
oh my god, 7 Woods.
Oh, you going back in the time machine for that one?
Oh my gosh!
Oh
man, he went to Carolina and looked like a regular player who just was in a Carolina uniform.
That's what it is.
And fell off the earth. And do you talk about 7 Woods anymore? They had him going to the NBA.
North Carolina does.
Yeah, he was.
His
highlight tape was crazy.
It was crazy.
His highlight tape was crazy.
Stupid, man.
I remember they were pumping him up. They were pumping him up and this is when like Athlon and all that stuff. They were pumping him up in Athlon, Street and Smith, Hoops Digest and all that stuff and everything.
He was dunking on it.
He had bunnies.
Bro, he was dunking on I didn't even care about his jump shot.
Yep.
I didn't even care about his jump shot.
It was all basket, going to the basket. Everything was going to the basket. Exactly. And then he got to Carolina and a reality check hit.
Yeah, because you're playing with other All-Americans and stuff like that.
So
and
that ranking shit don't mean nothing.
It all depends. And pretty much it all depends like what program you're going to. Like that was perfect. Like you said when you mentioned Deron Williams and Bracy Wright. Like Bracy Wright went to Indiana, and I don't think that program was a good fit for him, for real. Because if you look at Indiana basketball, they play by the book. Even though like Bob Knight wasn't there, but they still had someone else in there. I'm trying to figure out who was there.
I forgot the coach at the.
Was it the black guy? Was it him? I think he was still there. I forgot what his name was. It'll come to me.
I was like, that was way.
Oh man, hit that like button, subscribe button.
That was like around like 2002. This is like
it was 20 years ago. That was 20 years ago.
Yeah, he really tried to time machine me.
Small forwards. This when they had like Jared Jeffries and them. They were like, then Jared Jeffries went to the league because he was only like he was like 1 year, stuff like that. Shout out here. Fun fact too. I think when Bracy Wright was there, I think
you are now in the mind of K.
Beat those guys to go to the championship. So I just wanted to just let you know that. Thank you.
Yo, listen, man. If y'all in here, please say what's up so I can give y'all a shout out. You in the building with your boy Next Step himself. K and my man BA, Get Your Bars Up Media. He does a lot of the rap music, all the battle rap and all that stuff. Make sure y'all subscribe to his channel. But you in the building, and B's supposed to be here soon, so I don't know if he's gonna come in on the pod or not. But it is what it is. But man, if y'all are here, please hit that like button, the subscribe button. It goes a long way. It's free. It's free.
Yeah.
It's free. That's all I gotta say. It's free.
Facts.
Man, so do we want to get on the topics of conversation today? Because what up, Mont? What's up, bro? I ain't seen you in a minute. Slapping us, just talking about a whole bunch of nothing.
Yeah, I know.
That's because you're speaking to somebody that actually plays sports, unlike you. You just was a strong, the big bro that was strong and was a bully. You wasn't an athlete, so that's just
bro.
Let's leave it there. You was my security. How about that?
That security
tiny nuts.
That comment, bro. That comment is hilarious, bro.
That's what he called me slap nuts. That's I call him tiny nuts. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's the big bro.
Also in college news, a lot of guys are transferring too. That transfer portal, that thing is like closing fast too. From what I got here, Jaleel Bethea, he's transferring. Of course, we know Jaleel from Archbishop Wood.
He's from Miami.
Yeah, he's transferring from Miami to Alabama. So I don't know how that's going to work out for him because they were just in the tournament this year and they were ranked.
I think that's a good look for him. I think that's a good look for him.
I think, me personally, I'm gonna say this: just going to a big time named school is not it. Bro,
you gotta go to a program that
sometimes you don't need to be in that Power 5, bro. You see what I'm saying?
You go to a Power 5 school, you're gonna get Power 5 players. You're gonna get Power 5 attention.
They're always recruiting over you.
You better be nice. You better be nice because you got to bet. You got to bet on yourself, Right. You
Yeah.
better
And,
so,
and you're playing in the SEC. The SEC ain't no
better be
joke,
nice.
man.
You better be nice.
Yeah, the SEC ain't no joke, man. Like you're playing against the Kentuckys, the Mississippi States,
sir.
the Georgias, and
You
stuff
on
like that.
TV. You on TV a
And you're
lot.
on TV. They got their own network.
Oh, listen. What was the kid that was part of the Jelly fam that went there? He was at Alabama. He was at
Forgot his,
Villanova. The light skinned
Isaiah,
kid.
what's his face?
I don't know his name, but I know exactly who you're
But
talking about.
Yeah. He's
he's
from
part
like
of the
Jersey or
Jelly
something.
fam. The light
Mm-hmm.
skin ball. Yeah, he went to
Yeah.
Villanova.
Yeah.
It didn't work out because that's not his style of play. Should have never went there in the first place. Then he
Yeah.
went to another school before he went to Alabama last. I think he was at
Mhm.
Alabama last for his last year or two. But where is he at now? But his exposure was out the window. The Jelly fam and all of all the sweet highlights and things like that. But
Yeah, they ain't doing that.
where
They do
is
that
he?
in regulation. They're not, like what? I mean,
Where
you
is
can
he
do it in
now?
practice. You can do it after practice. But they're
Where is
not
he
doing that
now?
in the game. You serious?
You see what I'm saying? Like
Come on
that's
out.
part of the ranking stuff.
Come on out.
Rankings have you haven't coming in looking like now Jalil. I just seen him play. K was always at the games. My little brother Taylor with Philly Hoop Group, his team, they followed them a lot as well. He said Quintero.
Yeah, it was
Oh, that's his name. The light skin. That's his name. I forgot.
Javon Quintero or Javon Quaverly or something.
Divine
Like
Quinterly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yup. What up? What up? Black Psychologist Podcast, man. That's Dr. Kyle's. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Dr. Kyle, man. Long time no say. I know Indianapolis is in the back burner of football, so that he been MIA. But I got some good news. I don't know if you want me to say it or not, but you're willing to say it whenever you ready to let the cat out the bag. But it's good to hear, bro. I'm proud of you, man.
Also,
But yeah, Javon Quinterly, like where
yeah.
is
I
he at
think
now?
it was Quaverly. It was Quaverly. Good call, B.
Yeah, B, all right. I see. I told you, K. He was trying to come for you. He was coming for you last week when we
All
was
right,
in
that's
show.
why I had to get my
You know what I'm
laptop. I had to get my laptop
You know what I'm
yesterday.
saying?
I was like, no.
BA last week, man. This boy, his
Sometimes you gotta
signal
get
had to
pushed.
be. He had to have a Trump or Obama phone or a Biden phone. Every time he was trying to get on the live, we kept on bringing him on. They cut off.
Yeah, that
Bring
joint
him
was
on.
shutting
Like
off, man.
like he did it about 15, 20 times. I said, yo, just stay in the comments. B was like, yo, I'm the new co-host. We can't deal with this no more. But
I'm the
man,
captain
please, if
now.
y'all in here, please hit that like button. Say what's up so I can give y'all a shout out. We appreciate y'all for locking in with us. You in the building with your boy Next Step and K and our man BA, another part of the podcast as well. BA, get your bars
Sir.
up. Once I say it. Battle rap, holla at them. Get your bars up media. You can click off us real fast. Go to his YouTube channel, hit that subscribe button, and come back.
Absolutely, yeah.
Shit.
Also, Justin Pippen, which is Scottie Pippen's son, he's transferring. He's transferring to Cal, and David Coit Jr. Excuse me, he's transferring from Kansas to Maryland. Welcome to the Maryland program.
Shit.
Love
Here
it.
we go.
You'll love it in College Park, my friend.
There we go.
Also, but you know what?
There we
The biggest transfer of the week,
Malaysia.
after South Carolina got trashed by 30, and UConn won the national title.
But we was gonna talk about that first before we start talking about her.
Oh,
I was going to elaborate on the college championships, and then after elaborating on the college championship, we can slide that pause. We can slide that go transfer to.
Yo, we gonna slide. Yo,
there's no way you can even cushion. Oh man, there's no way you can even soften.
Y'all out of pocket.
Oh,
he's in the building. He's in the building.
What's up, fellas?
What up? Salute.
Yo, you in the basement
What's
with your boy
up?
Next
What's up,
Step
fellas?
K BA. Get your bars up meter and S. And my father about to say SB and B. The Fairweather Eagles fan who's only around when they're winning.
Yep.
But he was a co-host last week, so I'm gonna give him his grace. I'm gonna give him his flowers. He did a hell of a job last week. B, you did a hell of a job. I must say, you brought.
Yo, what's going on? I can't even see
I'm trying to give you a
myself on
proper
this joint, bro.
introduction, motherfucker. Calm down.
Yo, I gotta hop on and off. I can't see myself. You gotta do this shit right. I gotta be able to see myself. Hold on.
Brandon's back. You gotta see yourself hop on and off.
You said something
Not
gay.
here
Brandon's
y'all
back.
go.
Brandon's
I'm having
real
technical
Brandon is
difficulties,
back
and
now.
y'all taking every
No,
other. Y'all
Real
terrible.
Brandon is back. Please look.
yo,
Try you while you suffering. Hold on.
oh my gosh, this is
Jesus.
crazy.
Yo,
That's the
ruthless.
Brandon I know.
BA. You see why I do
Yeah,
it? Oh,
yeah.
I'm sorry. I just peeped your whole hat. My bad.
Yeah,
My
yeah.
bad. I didn't
Respect
know
the
you was
gangsters.
disrespecting off
Respect
rip.
the gangsters.
Hey man,
Respect the losers. Hold on. I got to hop off and on.
Oh
Pause.
shit.
You
Lord,
said
man,
something gay.
you just don't, man. Read the room, Brandon.
Yo, he's out of control, man.
Jesus, HR is calling, yo.
I think
Don't
it was
even
the
try
hat.
again tomorrow.
I think it was the hat. The
Uh,
hat kind of
and
messed
Mike
him up.
would say salute the B. Hold up, B. I'll bring you back in here, man.
Larry, you want to talk about the women's
I
game
don't see.
first
Let's
or
talk.
the men?
Let's give the women their flowers first
Okay,
before the
I got you.
men's. Let's
Go
that's
for it.
that's
We
definitely
got
do that.
to.
You know what I'm saying?
They
So
they better. They better than men. I don't know. No, don't nobody know none of these men basketball, college, collegiate basketball players. They know all the
we
ladies
don't,
now.
and I will say
They know
this.
all the ladies.
Leading into the men, I will say this for the
Whoa.
guys
Yeah.
leading into that was
Pause.
crazy.
You
Nah,
said something
Yep.
I
gay.
know what
Leading
you meant,
into
If
the
we
Larry.
checking,
game,
if we checking, we
leading,
checking. If we checking, we
You said,
checking.
leading.
"Whoa, whoa."
Whoa, that was a good
Yeah.
one, B. But leading to the game of the boys, four of those players on Florida are unranked basketball
Yep.
players. One of them is an
Mhm.
MVP of the tournament. But
Yeah.
all right, so in the women's finals, we had a slacking done by the
Again.
Huskies. From they was dominant from tip off
Pause. You said something
to
gay.
the end of the game. When I say they beat South Carolina by 40 in the regular season, and I don't think they even led up in the championship. Though myself, when me and B, shout out to B again, last week, our predictions was I wanted Dawn to win no matter what. It was a clash of the Titans, Dawn versus Gino, Paige and South Carolina versus South Carolina. It was a great storyline, great championship aspirations for the game itself.
Mm-hmm.
And B said it, I ain't gonna lie. He said, I think they're gonna dominate South Carolina again. And then I was like, well, who you going with? He like, I want Dawn to win, but I think UConn is gonna B. I'm giving you your flowers, bro. I'm giving you your flowers. And
Appreciate it.
but yeah, and it was ugly. It was like downhill
No,
from the tip.
no
Pause.
rim protect.
You said something gay.
Every time
Mm-mm.
that South Carolina has won and has been truly successful and dominant, they always had some type of rim protector that could not only rim protect but could actually score consistently in the paint. And
Mm-hmm.
that's something that they lacked this year. They
They
were
couldn't
good.
rebound. They wasn't rebounding. Offensive rebound, second possession, second and third possessions off of misses. And it was like it almost looked like they was lost. They lost the game before the game even started when UConn
Hey,
walked in the
they
gym.
they need to get that girl Audi.
Why not? Why
That
not?
get that triple wide back. Hey, yo, look,
From UCLA, you talking about the girl from
Nah,
UCLA?
nah
you
from
Audi. I don't know where she at.
Iowa.
Audi,
I, I, I,
Audi, bro.
I know you talking about. I know the big girl.
Iowa
She
State.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the extra, the
Iowa State.
supersize
yeah.
I think she's at Iowa State, but she just got old girl
Iowa
from
State.
that old girl, the point guard that was at Arizona, light skinned
Mm-hmm.
point guard that was a high ranked point guard, just left and went over to play with her at Iowa State. I
Oh,
forgot the young lady name, but she was
okay.
right.
She ain't going to play for
Yeah,
Ain't going
Dawn.
nowhere.
Okay.
yeah.
But
She
Dawn,
ain't.
they did receive a transfer. One of the players,
Oh,
one of the
From
guards,
Florida State.
yeah,
Bucket.
yeah,
that's the
they
best transfer,
backcourt.
by the way.
They was
That's
a
the best
backcourt in high
transfer.
school. They was a
Yeah.
backcourt in high school.
Mm-hmm.
So she's coming
Interesting.
over. So I guess when she probably heard that Malaysia heard that Malaysia was like, you know what, I'm out because I'm not doing the 6 woman shit no more.
26,
Why does he?
26, 6
Why
and
do you just want
5.
to make her upset then?
Sheesh.
26, 6 and
6 and
5
5.
at
In the
Florida State.
tournament, in her last game at Florida State, she dropped 30. Like whatever.
Mean with it.
And I was watching
So,
that.
Mean with it.
so I think we got to also keep in mind that the college game isn't as pure as it's always been. So you have more than just winning that goes into the factor of everything. And primarily, this is a huge thing for women because they're forced to play four
Or B.
years and then they go into a situation where they make a fraction of what they made. And really, they have less fan base. They walk into a sub industry that really can't support itself, that's failing every single year. And you're talking about not just
They,
winning
well,
at this
let's
point,
pause.
you're
Let's
talking
pause.
about money.
Let's
This
pause
is
that.
about money.
Last year, I would say they had their highest grossing year with the Caitlin Clark and Angel
Yeah.
Reese coming into
Don't
the league.
nobody
They
give
had
a
no, no,
look,
no,
look,
no.
look,
I'm just
look,
talking
look.
about. I'm
Let's
just
keep
talking
it
about
a
last
buck.
year. I'm just talking about last year. I didn't say anything
I
about.
know, I
Yeah,
know, I
calm
got
down,
you. So it's
Smokey.
trending.
Calm
It's
the fuck
trending. It's
down.
trending.
Calm the fuck down.
What I'm saying though is the decision making isn't on, are we going to have good team chemistry? Are we going to get the chip? What, you know, what is not even wholesome basketball
Yeah.
anymore. This
Facts.
is the NCAA and even more so, the NCAA women's basketball, I think already took the throne from the WNBA, and the NCAA men's basketball is on the verge of capturing the market share of basketball. So when we say basketball, we take into account all of basketball, not just the WWE. I mean NBA. We take into account all of basketball, right? So
Yeah,
at the end of the
he's having a
day,
moment. Yeah, having a
Yeah.
moment.
at the end of the day, I see a shift. I see a shift in the market leader for basketball. Clearly on the women's side, NCAA took it.
But
Yeah.
Clearly.
what I'm gonna say after that is NCAA took it, but as well as that other league that they got going on that the WNBA players are playing in
Okay.
with
Yeah.
Flo J and all
OTE
the
type
three.
John? Is
Yeah,
it like an OTE?
yeah.
Yeah. What's the name of it? What's the name of it?
Forgot the name of it. I
But
forgot.
it's big time. All the games
Yeah.
are televised too.
Yeah,
All the games are
and
televised.
they're paying money, and those
Well, yeah,
girls are
I mean,
happily to play over there. B makes great point. Shut up.
and
Nobody
that's
talking to
the
you.
and that's the thing. You're
And
talking
Hold up,
about
B. Kyle,
money, not just
we're not
basketball.
talking about football right now. So calm down
There you go.
with that
There you
comment.
go. You gotta bring out your insecurities, Larry. It's okay. It's
Damn,
okay.
damn,
It's okay.
damn.
We not
Hurt
talking
people's
about
Just gonna have to
football.
get
You're right.
through it.
We not talking
Seriously.
about football. I'm surprised that's on your head.
I don't give a
That's to
fuck.
you too, BA. It's on your head too.
Hey.
Um,
I'm
Cowboys.
loyal. I'm loyal.
I
I'm
know,
loyal.
I know,
Damn right.
but at
He
the end of
not.
the day,
He not.
consider that though. Consider that. Like, what are we talking here? Are we talking sports? Are we talking sports entertainment? Are we talking setting these kids up so that they can change their families? Because
Well,
if I'm taking 700K to go play somewhere that's not going to win the chip, as you know, women's basketball, if I'm sending my daughter there,
WNBA you talking about?
rather than
Stay
sending
with
her to Dawn Staley,
Bailey. Yeah,
so Dawn's
millions
legacy
of dollars and
continues
NIL. You
for
got a
a
home.
hundred
You
thousand.
got a home. You ain't got to worry about housing and none of that
Uh,
stuff. And and
it
it's
it
still
comes
celebrity
down
status.
to
Yeah, that's true.
it comes down to, do I want to forfeit $500 to $600 to support Dawn's
Out
legacy,
of six hundred
or do
thousand.
we want to bring that back home right now, and change our situation? And every single day, it's going to be change our situation. This is the pinnacle for women's basketball right now.
He said tight ass.
Yeah, yeah.
Stop
You got
hating.
to ask. Yeah, no, you
Stop
got to
hating.
acid wash Cowboys hat. That's tough.
Yo,
That joint
leave
screams
my
that
guy
It's
alone,
original.
dog.
It's
and
original.
I
hard
will
working
mute
class.
both of you motherfuckers. I don't give
Hey,
a
look,
fuck.
look.
I don't give a
All you need
fuck.
is a
I
Carhartt
don't give a
and a
fuck.
thumb sling
Yo,
for Dak's next injury. That's all you need is a Carhartt and a thumb
hey,
sling.
I'm in here. Hey, we got 4 more years. We got 4 more years,
Yeah.
and I'm good. I'm just in there for four.
BA,
We got
please,
four
because
more
you're giving
years.
me a headache now.
We got 4 more years.
Y'all got 4 more years to what? Till it's been 3 decades since y'all won?
Nah, see you,
When the
see you,
last time
see
y'all
you
won?
stuck. See you
Hey,
stuck on. You stuck on this. Y'all won a
God.
championship, so I understand why you feel that you on
Yeah,
a high right
yeah.
now.
That's
But
what
I'm
he does.
saying we got 4 more years of the Dak Prescott experience. That's all I'm saying. We
Now
got.
we got 4 more years of Trump too. So hey, we walking this walk, ain't
Yo,
we?
that was
We
a good
walking the
one.
walk, baby.
Yeah.
We walking the walk, baby.
Here
Hey, listen, I'm
we
right there with you.
go.
Micah Parsons, CD Lambs, reach out to Howie. Howie will be in the chat.
Oh, BA,
Howie will be in the
you
chat.
streaking right now, bro.
I ain't
Yo,
Yo,
look. I ain't saying nothing different from last week. I'm saying the same. Look, I'm wearing the same fit, saying the same shit. doing the same bit. It's the
Okay,
same
all
thing,
right.
baby.
Okay, Shannon Sharp. Okay, Shannon. All right, Shannon.
Let me get my Hennessy.
Black
Let me get my
Psychologist
Hennessy.
Podcast says with all the NIL transfer
Yeah.
report, the NCAA is now like a free agent. Players are making the business
Yeah.
decisions. Women's basketball players are making more money in college than in WNBA and are choosing to stay. Yep, and I don't blame them.
I love it. But having my oldest be my daughter, I see such a future now rather than 4 years ago when she was born. I was like, oh man, well, for the love of the game, I'll have her. But now it's like she about to hoop. Yo, let's go. Get outside on these bands right now. She can walk, babe. She can run. She can walk. She can run. Fuck it.
Oh man,
Yo.
BA, how you feel about this?
Yo, these comments though. Shout out to Mont. This motherfucker.
Shout out to Mont. Yeah, shout out to Mont.
Yeah, my out of pocket. He probably
About,
he probably got some tight ass shirt on right now, talking about somebody else. He like to walk around the house with some tight ass fucking shirt on and shit like that.
Hey, we know you walking around in your onesie right now.
Yeah, right
crazy.
now, little tiny nuts ass motherfucker.
Wow. I got you, Mont. Don't even worry about it. I won't let these violations occur.
Can you add more sweaters?
But nah,
It's all good.
Go ahead,
It's all
BA,
good.
man.
Hey,
Fuck them.
go ahead, BA.
I like the way that it's all set up for the ladies. What's her name? What's the point guard? Olivia just came from Notre Dame. She's going to
she's in transfer portal.
She actually I think she's officially with TCU now. She's doing
really?
like Haley Van Liff.
Okay.
She's taking that same.
Oh yeah.
So
Yeah.
So she could have went to the league this year, right? But they got that bargaining agreement. You feel me? And they probably gonna be making over six figures next year coming in. So she chose to stay there. She's probably gonna make around $500,000-$600,000 with TCU next year. Plus.
Yeah.
So
which is
I like it.
with a degree.
The ladies.
With it coming out with a degree.
Yep.
Yeah.
Set up.
Yeah. And she
already
got one. She
actually
already got one, and she's about to get another one. Yeah, she's about to get
another. And it starts
another degree.
that Rose League, whatever it's called, to gain more money, to add more established players, and that WNBA is going to, but the sad
She
part
just
about
did that swimsuit
the
edition.
WNBA is such a monopoly that I see them doing something in which they're going to affect these ladies playing in that league. They're trying to figure something out because the money they're getting paid, they're enjoying it, and it's good basketball. Opposed to what they're giving.
They better lower that damn rim. They lower that rim, they change everything.
That's it.
And the fact that the women don't want to lower the rim, but choose to continue to play with a smaller basketball is crazy. It's crazy to me. Nah, we're not lowering. It's throwing off our shooting. You drop the rim to 9.5. Everybody can shoot on that. That's so easy to shoot.
Imagine seeing a female. Imagine one of these
going
new
down
females.
Juju coming down the court, putting three to the deck, and then taking off and punching. What? She instantly be the GOAT in my daughter's room. Like posters everywhere. Like print it. I'm buying the print of it. Do you remember the fat heads? Get a fat head.
How you feel about this, Kay?
No, yeah. I mean, I think the NCAA better do something because that other league that's competing, they're getting a whole lot of ground, and they don't care about the NCAA. They don't care.
NCAA don't care about that shit.
Got notoriety. We got the stars for you. Like, what's the NCAA doing besides giving out stipends? So
they're keeping them for 4 years. Yeah. They got 4 years of a product,
and they're making
that is a perishable product.
And this is one.
It doesn't have a long shelf life.
And this is one.
These kids blow their ACL first 2 years in the leagues. Let's call it what it is. You got 2025 model Ferraris basically coming out because they play basketball all the time, blowing out their knee first 2 years in the pros. Let's shorten the field for the Cowboys. They ain't even allowed on the field. They ain't even allowed on the field no more.
We wasn't good in the red zone. What you mean?
Hey, Mike, fuck
y'all
you,
not
Mike.
Good in no zone.
Mike about to be blocked for like 10 minutes, yo. Mike about to get blocked for 10 minutes, yo.
Hey, but look, but Pete, if you look at it, it's like to have them for 4 years is the smartest thing that they can do.
And I think the same thing, like by them not allowing them to be able to come out until junior year, And
Oh my God.
now them having that option in which the money is there, now they can just say, you know what, I'll stay extra year. Housing,
And
fan,
yeah,
They'll pay for it
everything.
on them.
Oh,
and they get so much better TV time than
yes,
WNBA.
Yeah.
yes.
I know I got WNBA with my league pass package, but I don't never toggle over.
Cause you got dreams of playing in the WNBA.
Well, I mean, okay, Joanna, man, I got you.
That was
I got you.
legitness. Yeah, it was. Huh?
I got you. I thought you meant for the child, for my daughter, but I got you. I got you. It's okay. It's
I had
okay.
to. I had to. You,
Yeah, yeah.
you,
You gotta do something. The Eagles won.
oh,
Yeah, you gotta do something.
on to the
You
boys.
cannot change
Men's
the fact.
basketball Gators pull off the victory over Houston. With that being said, the Gators have 4 players that was never ranked, wasn't even recruited to come to school. Well, they transferred in, but you had one of them turns out to be the tournament MVP, and 4
Yep.
solid role players, in which lets these kids know it's not about where you start, it's how you finish.
Man,
Man,
Houston
it's
fumbled
a
the
make or
bag.
miss game.
Houston fumbled
Okay.
the
It's a
bag.
make or
They
miss
fumbled that bag
game.
bad.
They
Yeah.
fumbled the
Let's
bag,
stop.
bro.
Yeah.
Just like Duke. Duke did the same thing to them. They fumbled the bag. It was
See, I could take our loss at the Duke because it was in the hands of the person that we wanted to take the shot. He just missed the shot. I can live with that.
Yeah.
Opposed
Agreed.
to
I can't live with that
no,
because you
I
can't
had
be
to.
up. You
No,
can't
I
be
had
up
to.
like
You ain't gonna make every last one of them.
6 or
We had
7
two
points
turnovers.
with
We had
30
two
seconds
turnovers.
left.
We had 2 turnovers. The
Six,
inbounds play, and the point guard, our point guard
six.
dribbled the ball off his lead.
That's bad coaching.
But
That's
but
horrible coaching.
what I'm saying is,
Horrible coaching.
no, I can't. No,
It's horrible coaching,
the
bro.
inbounds play, yes. Basketball dribbling off the leg of somebody it happens. The shit happens. It's a turnover. It's a bad time to have that turnover.
They wasn't
It's
even
not.
Right.
running
It's
plays.
not
They
a
wasn't
quote
even running
unquote.
plays.
It's not a quote unquote good turnover in
Listen.
KC's terms. But
Listen.
That was a dope turnover
Kelvin,
right there. That
it's
was
a
dope.
dope turnover. That was
That's
fire.
dope. Yeah, fire.
well, Kelvin Sampson was never like an X's and O's coach anyway. Like Kelvin Sampson was always like the coach, the glamour coach, the coach that always got schools like sanctioned and stuff like that. I mean, everywhere he goes, there's always been like a trail of like sanctions and illegal benefits and stuff like that, and more or less him leaving. I mean, now Houston, he has a home so far, but I don't know how much they're going to be putting up with them going to the championship or going to the Final Four and losing and stuff like that. Oh, speaking of which, why didn't they let Hakeem Olajuwon get on the floor when they went
Oh
to the Final?
yeah. I was gonna bring that up too. That
Oh,
was
my bad.
crazy.
Go ahead.
No. That's a good point to bring up. Let's talk about
The
that. That was
security
crazy.
guard, the security guard standing on business.
But what type of business? Like that was corny to me.
Yeah,
I mean,
I ain't like that.
it's probably
I
why they
mean,
lost.
like,
It's probably why they
I'm
ended up losing.
keeping my
so,
job,
like,
dog.
like when you mention Houston basketball, like really Texas basketball, if anything, like there's no possible way you're going to deny like Hakeem the Dream Olajuwon, like no access on the floor, celebrating his alma mater. Like, come on, like I know,
Yeah, my that was
yeah,
ugly.
absolutely, man, I
And
agree
then,
with you.
my thing is this: as the security guard,
Mhm.
you don't know who that is.
That's crazy.
You don't see him. Like
But
you don't
the
see his
security
picture all
guy
over
looks
the place in the University of Houston.
he looked like a younger white guy anyway, who probably didn't even see back in the days basketball. But at the same token, once and the security boy that was with Hakeem told him who he was, so it was like the boy was just like, "I'm staying on business, bro. You're not coming up here."
Don't nobody know who Akeem is no more though.
That's
Don't
like him.
nobody know who he is no more though, man.
Him and Clyde was there together, and you don't allow neither one of them to get there, come up on the stage to celebrate.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
Hey,
Crazy.
hey,
But congratulations to the Florida Gators men's basketball team on winning the championship. They haven't won a championship since what's the call name? What's the name? They're going to the
Donovan.
Billy Donovan.
Billy Donovan.
Billy D.
Won it
What, 06 and 07?
Yo,
07.
that point guard, that point guard that Florida got.
That's the boy that never recruited out of school.
He can go to the league.
He takes a lot of bad shots too, though.
But like, did you see
Nah,
what he
leaving him
did
out.
though?
I was
Did you?
cringing on some of the
I mean,
shots that he was taking,
he
bro.
had to take a lot of those. But did you see how he was actually he became a playmaker once they started trapping him and doing all of that stuff,
Mm-hmm.
opening the whole game? Like
Yep.
if he can bring that to the next level and come off somebody bench.
Yeah, for sure, man. So congratulations to them. What else we gonna talk about next is a hold up. I got my thing right here. Pause. Shit. Where is it? Where is it? It's right here. Let me see something.
So we covered women's basketball, right? Like we
Oh,
covered.
okay. Let's go. Let's go to my fault. Okay, I was gonna say let's go to the NFL draft with Shadeur Sanders being
Mhm.
the topic of this draft right now, and them saying that Shadeur is sliding down to the number 9 or 10 spot.
Mhm.
How do y'all feel about what's going on with the situation with Shadeur?
I don't know, man. I feel like it's more so politics. And whatever locker room he goes to is gonna be a show. It's gonna be a
Oh yeah.
show. And it's gonna be if whatever team he goes to is if they're not winning, they're gonna say he's a distraction. So I don't know what to I think that's exactly what it is for me because he's proven himself to me in a whole bunch of big time moments at Jackson State all the
Mhm.
way to Colorado. He's proven himself to me. So
Mhm.
Okay.
That's kind of like Ocho Cinco syndrome. Like if he's winning, give him his little podium. He can talk, do this, do that, and everything. But I mean, just be ready for for the backlash. Like if they go on like a 2 or 3 game losing streak in the beginning of the season, they're gonna be like, "See, I told you." You know, see, just like his dad. Just like his dad. He wants to. The highlights and everything like that. But you know, he's more of a distraction than being part of the team. More distraction than being dependable.
yeah.
Oh, shout out to Ev. What's up, Ev? He said coaching in the semifinals games was terrible. Malpractice. Saw a lot of players melting under pressure. Well, I mean, not everybody's built for it, Ev. You right. Not everybody's built for that pressure and Final
Mhm.
Fours and stuff like that. But I think, especially with as far as my Duke Blue Devils, I think the game was played according to how the rankings had them. The Houston, they
Shire.
had Houston going to the championship in the first place. They had Houston playing against either the Blue Devils because of Cooper Flag, but they didn't have Florida going to the championship. But what I will say is those mistakes as far as the inbounds play is coaching.
Mhm.
That turnover on the baseline, dribbling the ball off your leg is bad at that timing, but it's part of the game that you had to take the good and bad with it. He's trying to make a play. He didn't take the layup. He goes under the basket, playing with that baseline. Baseline, they always tell you stay away from the baseline, out of bounds in half court when dribbling the
Absolutely.
ball.
Bro,
Death Valley.
So
that was horrible. Shout out to Shire. His
yeah,
first national
sorry,
championship
as a coach.
as a
Yeah.
head coach, right?
Yep.
He down the stretch of that game, I just feel like he didn't put the players in the right places to be successful. I just don't think that he did. It's kind of like he probably wrote something down, told them to set up, but he didn't tell them to be in the right places at the right I just didn't see that. I just
Okay.
seen players going out there. I'm gonna set
They're
a
just
screen for
playing
you, then
basketball.
I'm gonna push off for you
Yeah. I'm just
instead
get
of
open. I'm
setting
gonna
a
try
screen.
to
Yeah,
get open.
yeah, like
I
you
got you.
cannot. This is the Final Four. You have a chance to go to the championship game. Coach,
Mm-hmm.
get your players set up right. Now,
Mm-hmm.
once the ball get in, like you said, the dribble off the leg and all of that stuff,
Mm-hmm.
that's players. That's players.
Right.
Pressure.
That happens.
But when you start talking about inbound
Inbound
passing,
plays, yeah, that's
and
all
like,
coaching.
come on, yeah,
Yeah,
that's coaching, man.
most definitely.
Mhm.
Most definitely. But but as far I have a question for y'all. With this, he said, "I'm sorry, Shador was trash in the league." I mean,
You never know.
you have that opportunity
Depends
that's
on
your
what team he
opinion.
goes to, what
That's your
organization.
opinion. But I look at my question to y'all is with with him being said that he's sliding down to the at least number 9. Do y'all think it's fair on how they're trying to present SHADEUR as the quarterback. Because to me, it's not about play. It's more about other things that
Yeah, that's
they
exactly
just don't
what
want
it
to
is.
admit up to, right?
That's a fact.
So him sliding down to 9, do you think the Giants, let's just say if Cam does go to what, Cleveland for the number 1 pick, or Tennessee got the number 1 pick?
Tennessee.
Yeah,
Cleveland?
Tennessee. I think it's
Tennessee has
Tennessee.
the number 1 pick. That's they rock they rocking with Cam.
Mm-hmm.
But then you had Tennessee, and then you have the Giants at 3. You can't pass up on Travis Hunter. And Carter from Penn State is solid. But do you think that the Giants are making a mistake by going with, let's say, Jalen Carter, opposed to SHADEUR, if Travis is being picked by Tennessee at number 2?
I don't think they're making a mistake. That's why they went out and they got Jameis Winston, and they went and got Russell Wilson.
Wilson.
They went and got who they thought that they was going to ride with. SHADEUR is still, it's the verdict is still out on him because he's considered an undersized quarterback as well, right?
That's another
So
thing I was going to speak on, BA, because my thing is undersized. I hate when they put these all of a sudden he accomplished everything he's supposed to accomplish in college that they said he couldn't do. But now when he going to the NFL, all these things are now terrible things. But when was Tom Brady drafted?
the 7th round, the 6th round.
How fast was Tom Brady?
A 4.8.
Drew Brees. I told Drew Brees. He didn't grow when he got to the league.
Yeah,
right?
5'11", 6 foot on a good day.
But
6 foot on a good day. Yeah.
So Peyton Manning didn't have the strongest arm neither. Am I correct?
Yeah, you're correct. He didn't have the strongest arm.
So my thing is, why all of a sudden now all of these attributes mean so much when it comes to drafting SHADEUR, as if there are players that's in the Hall of Fame first ballot.
That's why. This is why I don't got the watch on. But
I was about to say that might because he has a voice and he knows. He knows he has. They have a team behind him. Like they got.
This is why. This is why. This is why. He put that on himself. His dad let him do that. His dad should have told him to chill out, because he like to floss and just say it.
And he has a voice and he knows. Like he has a father. He has a father that knows the business. And if it's dog, you ain't going there. No. Yeah. Oh, he's a distraction. He's too short. We didn't want him anyway. That's that sour grapes mentality. So and I think, to be honest with you, I think the way they're labeling him is like some teams teams don't like that. Or excuse me, some organizations. I'm not gonna say teams,
but there's executives,
owners. Some owners don't like that. But they don't like that talk back.
I was watching another sports network, and
should remain nameless.
right. Two analysts. Well, not
that should remain nameless.
2 executives from 2 different teams, one from the East, and one from the East, from the West, and one from the East, AFC and NFC. I remain nameless, but I don't think. Why is it possible for y'all to even bring up these particular people for these things that they're saying, but they ain't putting their name on it? But if you feel like that, say it. You're not wrong for having your opinion, right? Am I right or wrong?
You don't want to burn bridges. You don't want to burn bridges in that industry.
Absolutely. That's a whatever do for me type league. Yeah.
B says SHADEUR take too long to react. Give him all season on the VR training like Jaden McDaniels, and that said a solid O-line, and you'll see him flourish. I think he's taking too long to react because in all actuality, he's trying to extend plays in college. He know he's not going to have that much time when he comes to the NFL.
Jaden Daniels 6'4". He's 6'4" with like a 6'10" wingspan. Like, man, that's different. Jaden Daniels different, man.
Coach Prime ain't letting his son go to New York Giants with that trash organization. Ain't shit front office.
And then Jaden Daniels won a 4-4. He
Yeah, I
run a
about to say that
4-4
fofo. He
and
run that fofo, but that's a whole different story.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I'm
But
saying. A little different.
but
A little
but what
different.
I'm saying is Shador in the position that he's in, he's been a quarterback for uh he's been a quarterback for two different levels of competition. Wasn't supposed to exceed in the second one mainly Power 5.
Of course.
Threw for 4,000 yards. Now y'all mentioning he throws the ball sidearm. Well, he doesn't throw the ball sidearm. He's an over the shoulder, over the top thrower. But that was something somebody said in quote of executives.
But wait a minute,
He
didn't they?
doesn't
But
throw.
didn't
He
they say
doesn't
the
run
same thing about
fast.
Phillip Rivers though? They said the same thing about Phillip Rivers. He throws sidearm.
They
But
said the
that's what I'm
same,
saying. Like
same
all
thing
these,
about Patrick Mahomes too.
and that's what. This is exactly what I'm trying to get at. Why is all of a sudden all of these things? Fucking Lamar Jackson. They told him he wasn't supposed to be a quarterback.
Yeah, that's true.
But you see what I'm saying? They all these things all of a sudden now becoming a thing for them to talk about. Black Psychologist Podcast said what's happening to Shador is very similar to what they did to Lamar Jackson in the draft. Even if he slides in the draft, if he gets into a right system, he'll flourish no matter what. I
Absolutely.
agree. Shador, mine says Shador now. No, if he fails, Daddy would be there to take care. You out of pocket, but
So
It sounds
what I
crazy.
would say
It
is
sounds
though,
crazy.
from my perspective, when I watched Colorado's games, and I thought that as you know, as a business, like Coach Prime and Shador was great at bringing everybody to the table watching the game. So they know how to fill, the need for the money. But when I watched him make great throws, right? It was more so the receivers making great catches to bail those plays out than
Oh,
it was him
that's
throwing
heavy.
that joint on a line
That's
in a
heavy.
dot
That's
and
heavy.
leading his receivers to open field and keeping them from getting absolutely destroyed coming across the middle. Pause. I know you're going to do that, Larry. Chill. But at the end of the day, I didn't see him as standout quarterback talent, like when he had to face the bull Bo Nix, when he had to face the bull Bo Nix and they had the battle, Bo looked like he'd do that. Shador looked like his daddy got him doing that. That's how it looked on the game.
did you
Now
see?
I I support it.
Did you see how much pressure was put on Shador from the defensive line during that game?
Uh, yeah, I mean, I made the
So
comment
so
about if he got
but
a good O line, then it's going to
so
improve his chances.
so so
But
so that would
don't nobody
deter
care
a
about
lot.
that.
That would deter a lot of the things that's going on as a quarterback. Am I correct?
Nobody, listen, nobody gets to make an excuse during a live football game. Okay.
Nobody said that. I'm
You
just
either,
saying in
you
general.
either, you
All right,
either
you had a
made
poor
the play
offensive
or you
line. If
didn't.
you have a poor offensive line, is that going to affect you as a quarterback? Answer the question, yes or no.
Absolutely.
BA.
Yes,
Absolutely.
we will. Let's look at the
Yeah,
Jets.
yeah.
Absolutely.
It's definitely
Oh
gonna affect you.
shit. Oh god.
Absolutely.
Here go K.
It's going to affect you.
No, look at
Absolutely.
You are now in the mind of K.
K on his Jets. I love it.
no. Our offensive line was
Out of all the
horrible,
teams
but we
in the
had
name, he gonna mention the Jets. Y'all
no
had
because
Aaron
they
Rodgers.
had a horrible
Y'all had
offensive
Aaron
line.
Rodgers. What the hell you need the offensive line
Yeah.
for?
Zach
The
Wilson.
fuck?
You see how bad go ahead, man. I'm just making an example. Go ahead.
Oh my god.
I'm
Hey,
just saying.
Out of
Zach
all
Wilson
the
hey,
had
teams,
but
BA.
let's talk about it though. Like how great of a quarterback is Shador? He's a great talent in football, but how great, what does he specialize in
How
as a
would you know?
quarterback? What does he specialize in?
What does Cam specialize in?
He he could be he can be he can be a
Exactly.
Russell Wilson type of
That's
quarterback.
that's kind of how I see him. Yep.
Except he just I feel like he just needs to work on his accuracy because what
I,
you just said
Yep.
was big when you start talking about how Travis Hunter and the other receiver that they had was
Webster
making these
and
unbelievable they was making these unbelievable catches.
but
Just to bail
I
him
gotta
out
ask. I got a
and make
question.
the
I
play
got a question for you. Does
on 3rd and 23.
NFL quarterbacks do these same things? Put it in the hands where your best receiver can make these plays that you think that the defensive back cannot.
Well,
Answer the
and
question.
No, they don't
You
because the
fucking
receivers.
uh,
Listen,
yo,
the
you about to get
receivers got
off.
to
You're
get
gonna have to come
the
back to the show.
receivers.
Now you starting
The
to act stupid.
receivers. The
How many times
receive.
have you heard them say,
Let me just
"Put it up
tell
there,
you. Let
only
me
he can
tell
get it.
you.
Put it up in the air,
The
I'll
look,
go get it."
look.
How many times have you
In the
heard that, BA?
NFL, the receivers got to get 2 feet in. Some of them catches ain't gonna fly in the
Nigga,
NFL,
we talking about
where they
college.
only get 1 foot in to
We're
pull off the
talking about
catch.
college. You ain't talking about. He
I
ain't throwing
know, but in the
football in the NFL
NFL,
still.
in the NFL, 50% of those great plays
You
is
were talking
gone.
about college.
Trash.
At college, he could do that. In the NFL, you make that adjustment. What's the difference?
Ain't going. What adjustment? It's too late. He in the draft. What adjustment he
Answer my
making?
question. What is it that Cam do that's so significant better than Shador? You can't. You're
Cam
thinking
has the
about now. You're
luxury.
about to start
Cam
making up
has
some
the
shit. Start making up some
no.
shit right
Cam
now.
has the luxury of a better line, so it's hard to compare apples to
But you
oranges.
just
Cam is
said
That's
it
why I
doesn't matter
said it.
about the line a second ago when I mentioned the fact that the
Cam
quarterback is
got better.
affected by the offensive
His arm
line.
is his. I ain't gonna lie. His arm is like is
He has a
And he
is
put
he
way
that
has a
joint
better.
on a
rocket.
dot.
It's way
He
better.
sent a dot.
He has a
It's way
rocket
better. It's way better.
as an
Yeah.
arm, but his accuracy wasn't better than Shador's.
I mean, because
He didn't have
Answer
the
the
weapon.
because
He didn't
because
have.
because it
Shador didn't
because
throw as
He
much.
didn't
He was
have.
getting
because
sacked.
because
He was getting
the stat
sacked
says so.
75% of the
Because now it's a
time that he
because
should
that's
have been throwing.
because it's
He
like an
didn't.
if right now.
He didn't have. He didn't have. He didn't have. He didn't have the weapon. He didn't have the. He didn't have the number one weapon in the country either. So
He was
I get it.
choosing to get sacked instead of throwing bad throws. He will hold on to that joint and just get sacked. He would get sacked like 15, 20 times a game.
Nigga, Shador had sacked 92 times in 2 seasons. Nigga.
That's what I'm talking
What you
about.
talking about?
That is who I'm talking about.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Cam because I just mentioned it. I just said it. He's holding on to the ball because he's trying to make something happen. You know that
And
it's
I
a chance
said
that he's
and
not
I
going to get back
said
on the field.
so
And he's
Shador
stuck in the
looks like
pocket and
he's more
still averaged the
efficient.
most percentage of completion percentage in the country
I said
with a
Shador
bad
looks like he
line.
has better
BA, talk to me.
efficiency. He
How
looks
many
like he
assists
has
can you
better
average when you
efficiency
got people
because
that
he's
can run
not
the floor
throwing the ball.
opposed to somebody
He's
that can't
choosing to
shoot and
get
run the floor?
sacked instead of throwing the ball.
Answer the
He's holding
question,
on to
bro.
it. Now listen, let me tell you the difference. Let me tell you what he should do. He need to get some speed.
42 and
If
10.
that boy
You
could
know,
take off and run and
42
scramble and
and 10.
keep a play alive, he would be a Lamar type consideration. Right
42
now,
and
I
10.
see him as Russell Wilson or possibly Tim Tebow, like something like that.
You got
I don't
some
know
He's
about.
like
I
in
gonna say.
somewhere there.
I ain't gonna say
Mr.
Tim
Tim
Tebow. I ain't
Tebow.
gonna say. I ain't
You
gonna
just
say
so
Tim Tebow.
I
But
see
Russell
you.
Wilson, yeah.
When I
Gino,
say when I say Tim
gotta mute
Tebow,
your
I
mic.
say
Gino
he
Smith.
may not be a
We don't
quarterback
have
in
a
the
mute button.
NFL.
This John. Yeah, you are muted. He muted. He muted. He
He
got muted.
muted.
He got muted. Back in the old days, we back. We back. You muted.
Hey,
You
that
got
Tim
You?
Tebow take was crazy. That Tim Tebow
Yeah,
take.
that yeah.
that was out of
That was
pocket.
No,
crazy. But
wait.
Russell
Let me
Wilson, yeah.
let me defend
Russell
Brandon. Are we
Wilson, yeah.
talking
Hold on,
about?
hold on. Let's read these comments because I missed some of the comments. Me hollering. He's muted right now, so don't pay him no mind. We back in the day when we first started the podcast. When you start saying stupid shit, you get muted. So mine
Ah,
says the offensive line caused Rodgers' Achilles to give in. Right, a bad offensive line mean bad quarterback play. Right? Okay, we understand that. He said, "Slapping us. Let me cook. Let the man cook. He can't cook. This motherfucker just compared Shador Sanders to Tim Tebow. It ain't nothing you my.
which
What
Tim
I'm
Tebow?
what
Are we
I'm
talking
saying
about Tim
is
Tebow
he may
starter?
not be a
Or are we talking
quarterback
Tim
in the
Tebow of Denver
NFL.
Broncos?
He
Mm.
may not end up being a quarterback in the NFL.
B,
If
understand
he
your
had
argument.
if he had if he
B,
had legs and
understand you're
could
arguing
run,
against the
he
Cowboys fan.
might be
They're the most
Lamar.
delusional fan base in the world. Yeah, I'm
I
reading
know
the
mine.
comments
I
because
know
what you're
mine.
saying makes no
I know
fucking
mine.
sense right now. He may not be Come on, bro. What are you
He
gonna
may
say?
not.
Fullback?
I mean, Wildcat. Like he may not be a quarterback. I don't know what to tell
Damn,
you.
Wildcat?
damn,
He don't look like
damn,
a
That makes it
solid
even worse.
quarterback.
He can't
damn,
run. How are you gonna be a Wildcat quarterback?
damn.
That's what I'm saying. He got
You are so
problems right now.
disrespectful right now,
He's
bro.
got
You are out of
Shador
fucking
Sanders
line
has
to the
problems.
ultimate worst power.
I don't want him to be like this. I want him to be great.
You just mentioned Tim Tebow and the Shador Sanders.
By me saying Tim Tebow, I'm saying he could
Tim Tebow
be
was
a
horrible after
successful
that.
quarterback in college, but when he transitions to the NFL, that's not his role no more.
All
That's
right,
all I'm
Kay.
saying.
You was saying something, Kay, because I'm not fucking this motherfucker.
No, I mean,
Unbelievable.
I was defending Brandon because I was just like, all right, well, are we talking like Tim Tebow, like Denver Broncos Tim Tebow, or are we talking
Yep.
okay, like first year, second year Tim Tebow?
That's that. Yeah, I was thinking Broncos.
Gentlemen,
Hey, look, you can't win with this ball, man.
your
He's
attention.
defending me with this bullshit.
The show
It's not bullshit.
No, it's
It's
gonna
not
go.
bullshit.
Because B said Tim Tebow, Shador Sanders,
Hey,
saying 11. I don't
Hey,
believe this shit.
hold on.
I would love to hear.
And I need y'all to tap in the comments. Is the Dallas Cowboys
Okay.
ninth in the draft?
You.
Go,
Is the
Brandon, go.
Dallas Cowboys ninth in the draft? Is that what this is? Are you looking for Dak's replacement?
We never mentioned the Cowboys, my nigga.
Are they
Listen.
ninth? Are they ninth?
BA, don't even listen to him, because see,
I
this
need
is how
to
delusional this
understand.
motherfucker is right now.
Tight
Where
Polo
do we
just
come in?
came
Where
to
do
his
we come in as
senses.
a Cowboys fan have to do with anything?
Because I don't understand how you can't give an unbiased
You compare Shador
review on
Sanders
him.
to goddamn Tim Tebow, dog, and then said that he's gonna be a fucking what's the quarterback you just said he's gonna be like a wildcat? Nigga can't run.
I said
But where the fuck? Like,
that's his floor. That's his floor.
How?
His floor is not really a quarterback in the NFL. His ceiling I see is Russell Wilson, but if he could run a little bit, he could be considered maybe a Lamar Jackson.
So what's Cam?
That's his range I see.
What's Cam's
That's what I
floor?
see.
I see. I get what you're saying. I get what he's
You
saying.
you feel me?
You talking about like if like you're not saying specifically what you're saying that
Nah.
is low. You talking about if it is lowest, his lowest. So I get it.
His,
I get what you're saying.
absolutely. I'm saying
I'm not talking
that's
about
like
you, Ken.
kind of his stock value right now.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about you, K.
So, yeah.
Oh, yeah, well,
Yo, came to
it's not a tight polo. It's just a regular custom fit polo, man. Like,
You got a custom fit, Bill.
unless
Hey yo, custom fit is wild.
that's polos.
Nigga.
You don't hear that
Quick
too often.
question.
All right, so
How
are
many-
you saying? So are you saying
How
it
many
could be
times
like
was
K's
Shador
talking, B.
nominated?
K is talking, B. You can't just overtalk people, man.
Go ahead, B,
Oh,
go
I
ahead.
couldn't hear him. Go ahead. Okay. Go. Okay.
You couldn't
Okay.
hear him because you was talking, motherfucker.
No, go ahead.
Pissed me off. Tim Tebow, this motherfucker.
No, you go, sir.
Tebow.
He's stuck on Tim Tebow. Heisman Trophy winner Tim Tebow.
Tebow's
Okay.
like Tim
College.
Tebow when he played for the Denver Broncos, not like Tim Tebow playing for the Carolina Panthers or playing for the Jets.
No.
Or
No, I'm not talking about career.
what about Kyler Murray? What about that? He was an undersized quarterback, and look what he's doing in the league right now.
Right.
Doug
I mean,
Moody. What the fuck?
Hey, he's struggling.
What's Kyler doing?
What's
What Kyler do last season?
Kyler's struggling to make the playoffs, the POs, getting hurt often, consistently, like not playing, and yeah.
What we talking about?
Yeah.
I mean, I just need to know what we talking about.
My stupid.
From Amazon is wild. That's crazy.
It's Brooks Brothers,
Hold
man.
on, boy.
Brooks Brothers, man.
Bro.
Brooks Brothers on Amazon. This is tough. You gotta give me the link, K.
We got to clip
What
that
up, boy?
We got to clip that up. You said Jordan Sanders is Tim Tebow and a Wildcat.
No,
That's crazy.
So I like what is what did who was our backup last year? Or not Cooper
Rush. Cooper Rush.
Our third string.
The black bull.
Yeah, light skin. I forgot his name.
I can't remember his name.
We got him from San Francisco. San Francisco. I forgot his name, but you see how we used him when he came in the game. We used him as like a triple threat type or whatnot. Yeah,
I'm gonna be honest with you.
Like a
I didn't watch that shit. If we came down to putting that motherfuckers in the game.
I don't know if you noticed. I don't know if you noticed, but Larry removed all Dallas Cowboy paraphernalia from the background and the graphic.
I still got our colors. You see that?
Season 1, he had bobblehead. He had a Dallas Cowboy basketball.
Oh shit! I'm gonna show you what's going on. Let me see.
He had all types. He had a blue light.
This is what's going on in my basement right now, bro.
He had a Dak Prescott signature pole dancing pole in the background.
My base,
bedazzled. He had all type of shit.
Yeah,
basement is being remodeled right now, bro.
I bet it is. It better be turning green.
My
yeah.
It
base,
better be turning Kelly green.
my basement is being remodeled right now, and I'm in the process of
Nah, but I think they've got a serious issue in the Shador camp with the draft because what are you truly selling?
you selling somebody that's
You're
threw for
selling
4,000 fucking
statistics.
yards. 42 and
You're
10. Can I give you that? Can I give you
This is
that?
the same issue as
Can I
basketball right
average
now,
42
man.
and 10
You're
for you?
selling
You
analytics.
taking
You're
42 and
not
10?
selling skill.
Are you taking 42 and 10?
I mean,
Answer the question. Don't I mean it. Answer the
I don't
question.
know. I don't know. I don't know if that's enough. Is that enough?
42.
Listen. His main receiver
I'm not ducking you no more.
bailed
B. I'm
him
mute.
out
I'm
so
mute.
much he won the high.
Damn,
B. BA.
damn.
BA.
That was a bar.
40.
That was a bar.
That was a bar.
Yeah, that was a
Yeah,
bar. You know what
mute yourself,
yeah, that
host.
was a bar.
Mute yourself, host.
Main
Uh,
receiver bailed him out so much that he became the Heisman. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's
think
crazy.
about that.
That's crazy. That's a crazy line.
Yeah, it's a crazy line.
That's a crazy line. And
But he got hey, but he it's some substance to what he's saying, though.
Plexico
Think
Burris.
about that.
I got a
You
question
think
for you.
these
Plexico
billionaire
Burris.
owners
I got a question
not
for you.
reviewing?
I got a
Go
question for
ahead.
you.
Go ahead.
Who is Plexico Burris?
Bull who shot himself, Cheddar Bob.
Super Bowl winning quarterback. I mean wide receiver, I'm sorry.
And what
Mhm.
Game
did he?
winner.
How was a lot of his catches? Put it where only he can get it. Right.
Nah,
Throw the
well,
ball in the air and
Eli.
out and let him make a play. That was
Eli
a
was
lot
throwing
of
some
his.
dimes.
That ain't
He
gonna
was
Eli threw some
fly on
dimes.
draft
6'5".
night, baby.
He was
Eli was throwing them
6'5".
dimes.
That's
Eli was throwing
postseason
them dimes.
talk.
He had what?
That's when you just maintaining and everybody just gonna thug it out for the last few games with injuries and everything. That's postseason talk. We're talking fresh ligaments, okay? Young human bodies out there being sold on the market.
Yo,
Nobody wanna buy no raggedy shit, dog. That's all I'm saying. It
he
look
said
good.
fresh ligaments is crazy.
You ever see on Amazon? Returned often. You be like, oh, I got 4 stars,
Yo,
but returned off. I don't know about them 4 stars. That might be fake. Might be from a paid reviewer. That's what this is. I don't know. The stats don't mean shit.
Now
They
stats don't
ain't
mean shit.
buying because they don't see nothing to buy, dog. That's all
What
I'm
you mean?
saying.
Ain't nothing to buy.
They don't.
Yo,
I wouldn't be
yo, how do you
surprised if he
do?
goes second round.
How do you prove your worth?
How do you prove your worth?
Yes.
You win a little bit more. Maybe he didn't win enough. Keep it a buck.
What was their record before they got there?
horrible.
Too many losses.
1-11.
I'm about to say I thought it was
Yep.
two, but yeah, one game.
1-11. They
hmm
damn near they went to a bowl this year in the second year.
That bullshit ass bowl. Don't I talk about that.
What you
Stop.
talking about?
Stop.
Somebody
That's a
had to go to a
bullshit
bowl.
bowl.
You got to
They
win.
played somebody that
You
had
have to
already
win to go to
played.
a bowl. Am I right?
That's a made up. What bowl was that? The
Answer the
Salsa
question.
Fiesta.
They was
What
one
was
win away
Salsa
from.
Verde bowl?
They was one win
The
away
fuck
from
was that?
possibly being in the playoffs. If they
They
win that, if
lost one too many games, dog. That's it.
if they win this against what Kansas State, was a Kansas State game that it pushed them
Why
out.
you think these billionaires don't want him?
Are you,
That's the question. It's
bro?
not me. If I had $100 million, I'd give him the contract off the strength.
It
It
has
ain't
nothing.
me. It's the whole
It has
It's
market
nothing on the
not
field
sure
though.
about him.
I don't think
it's,
I don't think it's anything to really do for it on the field. I think it's
thank
all.
you, BA.
I think it's off the field.
I think
I,
it's just his, yeah. It's
it's
just
got
his
to be on the field.
standards.
It's
How?
Like
What
got
the
to
fuck
be
is you
on the
talking
field.
about?
It's got to be on the field, baby.
What you mean?
be off the field. I think they're scared of him off the field, man. I think
Yeah.
they're scared
Mm-mm.
of what he's gonna say.
He's
How he's
what's
how
the
he's gonna
word? How
talk
you
to
say it?
people.
Adequate? What's the word? He could speak for himself, and
Mhm.
he speaks adequately.
Yeah,
That's
he
the
can
word I'm
advocate
looking
for
for.
himself. Like
Hey, yo, that's
So
hilarious. Yo, mom just hit it right there.
what?
Perfect. That's exactly. I'm telling you, that's what they thinking.
Yeah, yeah.
There's like the whole Chrysler 300
I.
joint, and then a Bentley pull up,
It's
and
a
you're like, oh
possibility. It
shit.
is a
yo, what is
possibility.
wrong with Mott, man?
He
He ain't
wasn't
A
doing
dominant.
nothing.
Chrysler 300.
He wasn't. He
He
wasn't
in there
dominant enough
eating the
to
steroids
succeed.
and
He
shit.
wasn't.
Ugh.
He didn't show. He didn't show enough dominance to be the
He
guy.
didn't.
Though. He didn't.
Yo, he had no run game.
Yeah, I know, but
That's
I'm
what he
saying like,
needed probably.
but
That's exactly what I'm saying. He's doing so much with less.
What are you talking about? Develop a run game. Your father
You
was
can't
Coach
just develop
Prime.
a run game,
Your
dog. You
father was
need a good running back and you need a
arguably one
line.
of the best athletes to ever touch two sports
He's not
professionally.
playing, motherfucker. Are
One
you
of the
listening to yourself?
fastest players ever, and your son can't got no wheels?
That don't mean nothing.
Unacceptable. Put
Can
that boy out in the
can I
sand, make
ask?
him run.
If your daughter turned out to be better
Unacceptable.
than you, that means
Hey,
you're not as good as her?
Listen, what I'm
can I
telling
ask
you
y'all a
is
What that got
question?
to
you
do with
can't just
anything?
say he can't run.
Can I
No,
ask y'all
fix
a
it.
Oh, go
Can I
ahead,
ask
GA.
y'all a simple question? I just
Yeah.
and I just want both of y'all honest opinions.
Mhm.
Would Shadeur be Shadeur if he didn't have Travis?
No,
I believe so. He was doing it
no,
when Travis was out.
no,
Okay.
He was out
What
for
you
5
think,
weeks.
Casey? What you think, Casey?
no.
He was out for 5 weeks last season. Not this season, just past the season before.
For 5 weeks, but that's college though. That's totally different though.
He would not. He would not.
I just want to ask.
How many games did he lose while he was out? I think he lost like 3 Johns, right? And one was like a bye week. I think he went like 1-4 out those 5 weeks, dog. Like, what are you talking about, Larry? He not him. I love the kid.
But you know,
And
what's
we haven't
crazy
even
is
talked about the
we
other
speak
kid,
on
Shiloh.
stats. We speak on stats
Shiloh might
when
as
it's
well get the
beneficial
water
to your
tank.
player. But if somebody you don't like, those stats don't count.
Shiloh too slow. He too slow. But
Shiloh,
4 or 5
yeah.
at a free. He not playing cornerback, y'all.
Shiloh playing special teams, dog.
He's special teams and free safety.
Yeah,
He tackles.
maybe.
he
Know how to
Maybe.
If you want to talk
he
about
was a
tackling,
tackle.
that boy
he a
know
good
how to
tackle.
tackle.
Placeholder.
He
He'd be a placeholder.
He attacks the ball.
Placeholder.
I'm not saying he
I'm
no
just
first
see.
round, second round, or third round. He's late, 4th or 5th round, maybe
Yeah.
6th round.
I think he could be third. I think he could be third round.
But what I'm
I think
saying is
could be
he
third
is
round.
one of the better free safeties in college football. You cannot say that he's not. He's a short tackler, and he attacks the football.
He got beat.
Hot take.
He's got
Shiloh has a better career
I think
than
it's because he's
Shadeur.
gambling
Hot
and not
take.
trying to make plays.
Yeah, that hurt him. That hurt him.
I understand. I understand that totally.
He got beat a
but,
lot.
But I think in the different scheme, when you're playing with players, when you don't feel as though you got to make the play every play, and you learn the scheme and learn how to really play the safety position, the free safety position on the next level with more tutelage.
Because when he got to match up with them, the NFL tight end is like different. It's different.
I understand that. But it's different for everybody that's coming out the league. I mean, coming out of college. Am I right or wrong? Everybody
he got put
has
in
a
the
learning
hospital
curve.
from a college hit, right?
Yeah.
Didn't he get put up in the hospital? He got put like bedside. Like he had to stay a couple nights.
Running backs that can catch. Receivers that they might be like 6'1", 6'2". I mean, but are stronger.
Man, they fighting for their family food on Sunday.
You just got
it's a whole different ball game, baby.
You got tight ends who are 250, 260 running a 4.5, 4.6, which is around what he run with amazing feet. So
who wants the contact? They're looking.
Not to mention the running backs are monsters nowadays.
Come on, you're acting like Shiloh can tackle.
Huh? Well, I'm just saying he gonna eventually have to make a play.
Everybody in the league has to run through all this shit that you're talking about.
Well, I mean that's true, but I do say
stop it.
Shiloh,
now you're just throwing shots for no fucking reason. You might
Shiloh,
throw a fucking grenade.
Shiloh will have a better career than Shadeur, and that's a hot take, but I see it.
Oh yeah, that's a real hot take. You are out of fucking pocket, bro. You now. You went from
he may get a Super Bowl just by riding the bench, but I'm just saying he gonna have a better journey. Pressure's on Shadeur, and he don't got no skill to lean on.
He don't have no skill.
He doesn't specialize. He doesn't specialize.
This is the shit that spews out of his
He
mouth, bro.
doesn't specialize in anything.
He has
that's the issue.
Accuracy means nothing, then, right?
Because he wasn't throwing them Jones. He was getting sacked when he should have been getting rid of the ball. He would have had completely different percentages.
I'm sorry.
If he got rid of the fucking ball. He wasn't throwing the ball.
He was taking sacks. He was taking sacks so he can save his stats, his
Yeah.
You
completion
hear this
percentage.
Y'all ain't
motherfucker,
see
BA?
it?
Completion
Yeah,
percentage.
you hear this
Y'all didn't
motherfucker?
see that?
Oh, yeah.
Post routes when
Okay,
they
you
should
real
be
quiet
making
up there, bro.
dog. Y'all don't remember the terrible offensive play calling on a lot of them games? Like, why the fuck would they call that?
So that was his fault.
Post play. A lot of them Jones was terrible the last season. I was like, I don't know what the play calling is. Like, I
So
watched the
every
games. I was
game,
like, this is terrible.
every game that you watch, the play calling was immaculate.
I hope he make it to the league and go kill, man. I hope.
I
I
hope,
me
hope he
too.
do.
I hope he do too.
And then
I hope he do too.
we gonna run this back and
But
clip this up and make a bunch of shorts and be like, look at this nigga.
he going to
Just
he
like we
probably,
did with the whole Eagles prediction, right?
Just look,
Oh
you
yeah.
disappeared
We
when they
ain't do
started
that
doing
though.
bad.
We
Fuck
ain't
out
do
of
that
here.
though.
yo,
We ain't do that
It
though,
sounds
did
like
we?
B has a personal vendetta against the Saints.
bro,
Yeah, he
bro,
one of them
bro.
motherfuckers.
Nah.
Kyle. He's
I'm
one
a
of them
fan of
motherfuckers, Kyle.
Shador.
I
I'm a
can't
fan of
stand bro.
Shador.
He's one
I
of them
cannot.
motherfuckers,
I
Kyle.
can't stand,
I'm a
bro.
fan of
Last name.
Shador. I support
What's the last
Coach
name?
Prime all the way.
No, you
But what I'm
don't, nigga.
saying is,
You just shitted on both of the kids and him.
I mean, I just think that they're
Now you're gonna cover
leaving
it up.
a safety net
And Dion on
that
this.
he created for his kids. He created a safety net at Jackson and then at Colorado, and now he's turning them loose to the real world, and we're about
Ne-
to see what happens away
nepotism.
from Dada.
You talking
Nepotism.
nepotism right now? You talking nepotism?
No, I mean, I'm cool with nepotism. I support the whole Bronny
I'm
and
not saying that.
LeBron, and I'm cool with it.
I'm not
I
saying
like that.
I'm not saying if you cooler with it or not. I'm just saying you saying it's
Yeah,
nepotism. Okay, yeah.
I mean, it'll expose the nepotism that had occurred in the past. It'll expose it.
What's the company
Yeah.
you work for? Who you work for?
The company I work for,
Yeah.
the Super Bowl champion Philadelphia Eagles.
Who you work for?
I'm
B, who you
I'm
work for?
Atlantic Health. We covered
Do you know the
the
owner?
Jets, the New York Jets.
Do you
I
know
actually do all the work for the Jets. This
you
was
know the
funny.
owner?
That's fire. That's
You know
fire.
the
I
owner?
don't know the owner. I know the
I know
business. I
Atlantic
know
Health.
the
I know
team. The team.
What do you know?
Right. So do you know that his kids
I know
are
all their medical history. I know all their medical. I
you
know
know
everything.
you know the kids, his kids, the owner's kids have parts in that business that you work for?
They should.
They should.
They
And
should. And it's a chair.
it,
It's a chair. It's not the owner's kids. It's a
I know.
chair of a
I know
board. So there's
Atlantic Health.
multiple people.
do you think they deserved it?
Through MetLife.
Yes.
You did.
Because whatever they parent did got them there, and they
I'm not
deserve
even
it.
mad.
Yes.
I'm not even
It is what
mad.
it is. If it's
What
been
the fuck
working
are
the
you
other
talking about
way,
with
it
Dion?
can work this way, huh?
I'm
So
not
what's
even
the
mad at the
problem?
Eagles. I'm not mad at the
I
Eagles.
can't not I can't not be truthful and say that he's the fastest quarterback out. He makes the best plays. I mean, I gotta call a spade a spade. Like, what do y'all see? Y'all see the next Peyton Manning?
Oh,
What do
bro,
you see?
I'm on my podcast. Let me hit you right back.
I don't see any of that. I see
You know what I mean? Like, let's
I
just
see
call it what it is first.
potential, the
Nobody said
potential
he was
wise though.
Peyton
I do
Manning.
see his potential.
Nobody
Like his
said that
upside. I see
he
his
was
upside.
fucking Dan
Yeah.
Marino. Nobody said he was shit. Troy Aikman.
But I see his low side though too, like you saying.
I see his
Like
low side too.
you
That's
showing
the
me.
thing.
Like
I
I
can
see his
see it go.
potential, but what you
Yes.
explaining to me right now, bring it to my mind. I'm
Yep.
like, damn, that's a
BA, shut the fuck
possibility.
up, BA, because you starting to
Possibility.
No,
you
you
on the
feel
wrong
me?
side of the
Like,
tracks
What?
right now,
No,
BA.
yeah.
Because I'm gonna
no.
tell you something, BA. I'm gonna tell you something right now before you start agreeing with this motherfucker.
What?
He was one of the motherfuckers that was saying Jalen Hurts needs to be going.
What? When did I ever? Come on,
You
chill,
wasn't talking about
Larry.
Jalen
You
wasn't the
gonna
one.
resort to lying?
You wasn't
You
going to.
gonna
You
resort?
wasn't one on here talking about Jalen ain't the one. Okay.
This man is about to resort to lying. Lying.
Yeah.
You lying.
Yo,
Come on,
he was
dog.
one
Don't
of
do
the
that.
guys
Chill
saying,
out,
"Oh my gosh, he's
boo.
worse." And that's when I started calling him Jalen Prescott and Dak Hurts. So that's when I started mixing them up. And you wasn't one of the people that was disappearing when they was losing, or he was playing
I
bad,
wasn't
and saying that
disappearing.
he don't
I
deserve to be the
pulled up
quarterback.
and
That
I
wasn't
took
you.
the lashings. Whatever. I took the
Lying.
lashings.
You lying.
It's worth it.
Hey, how many times has he disappeared when the Eagles was playing like shit?
I had to
You want to
work.
be
Ain't that
quiet.
what you say? Ain't that what you
Already
said after we
got
won the
quiet on us,
joint?
yo.
My
For
work
this last
schedule.
30, 40 minutes, this boy been quiet as all hell right
I'm
now.
just watching y'all, man. I'm just
But
sitting there.
look.
I blame the Giants, man. I blame the Giants for all their success. That's who I
Can I just
blame.
ask you, who is ninth? Projected ninth on the draft pick.
New Orleans.
Who is ninth?
New Orleans.
Who?
New
New
Orleans.
Orleans?
We're nowhere near there.
Well, I
Yeah,
mean,
that's probably gonna draft him.
I ain't gonna lie. That might be who did they have last year?
Yeah.
I know they had got a
They
lot
had
of
one of your
injuries.
your type of guys.
Mr.
Alvin
Carr. Mr.
from
Carr.
David
Mr.
Carr,
Carr.
was
Derek
Mr.
Carr is
Carr.
there.
Derek Carr.
Derek
Derek
Carr
Carr.
and your
yeah,
wishbone.
but their
Not wishbone.
receiving
What's the
core,
what
their
they call?
first, second, and third receivers got injured like bad.
Oh
Like they
shit.
got hit
Now injuries
horrible.
mean something.
Damn, man. They start. I ain't saying nothing
I
about them.
don't think I don't think I don't think he's stepping in and taking the reins from Derek Carr.
I'm not saying.
Derek Carr is hurt. I don't know. He might not suit up for this season.
What was his injury? I didn't.
Yeah, I
He
know
probably talked
yeah,
it. I don't even think he's really
They
hurt. He's
beefing.
like, nah, this joint a
They
while.
beefing. He beefing with the franchise right now though, because they
His
trying
ass
to get
out.
rid of him.
Okay,
But
he done.
he
They
beefing.
don't play that shit.
Okay.
They don't play that shit at
Yeah,
all.
he beefing with the franchise.
He done. I could see him at the Saints. I can see that for Shador. I like that for him
Why?
because you move into a market with an extremely loyal fan base, and he needs to walk into something that kind of feels like a college environment. And down there in New Orleans, they take the Saints very seriously. He's
Yeah.
going to get the backing. He's going to get the white women he wants. He's going to get the parties.
You
He's
know,
going to, he's,
you
He
really
wait.
going
He
behind the
waiting for
curtain, right?
Juju, man. He
You were
waiting on
good. You were
Juju.
good till you said that.
You are out of
We
pocket.
need to report you to HR.
Yeah.
I mean,
Steve,
Hey, give
but
him a
report to
man.
you
The
acting like
words
he
that are
don't.
being said
Come on
that's
now.
coming from that man's mouth is not nothing.
These are
Things
not the
that
same
the base.
opinions that we share in the basement or
Thank
Oh
you.
no,
being
no, no, no. That was
Media
Travis. That was
Incorporated
Travis.
LLC.
My
You need a
fault. My
disclaimer. You
fault.
need a disclaimer.
That was
There,
Travis. That was Travis with the white girl. My fault. My fault. That was Travis, right?
Jesus
That
Christ.
was Travis Hunter with the white girl,
Yeah,
right?
I
yeah.
don't know
Travis.
My
shit.
bad. My
Yeah,
bad.
I don't
My
know what
bad.
you're talking about.
it's
I don't know
Travis.
nothing about
It's
relationships.
Travis.
I ain't a gangster.
Oh, Travis Hunter is in a whole get out situation, but that's another topic.
You
Yo,
talking about the tangibles.
For
he
Crazy.
ain't
real. He
lying.
is.
He ain't
He
lying.
is. He needs
He
some
in a
help.
he in a sunken place right now. He'll
Yeah,
be all right.
He's in a very sunken
he's
place
gone.
with,
He's
yeah.
gone. He's gone.
Yeah, he might as well stay in the whole,
Yeah,
like, don't even do the draft. Stay, keep getting them
Take all my
NILs.
money.
Fuck it.
Yeah, take all my money. Take half of it. Just
that's
half
all.
of it.
She's sitting there just
Yeah.
waiting for those checks to come in.
Yeah.
We did it. That's what she's gonna say.
Get
We did
prego,
it.
and then all of a sudden something gonna go
Oh my
wrong.
God, I'm so proud of
We
us.
hit
We
the
What's
did
that?
jackpot.
Hey,
Yes.
what's that mean with Russell Wilson and the
it.
white girl? Or she all hype on the couch? You know what I mean? Hey, yo,
He
sent
went
me
from
all
that
the,
to Sierra.
Yeah, yeah.
Right. Right.
Crazy.
Hey,
that joke sent me
You
every
gotta
time I
blame
see it.
Yo,
Golden Tate for that. Blame
yo,
Golden Tate for that.
that's crazy.
Blame Golden Tate for that.
Sierra made him turn into a black man again.
Yeah.
Look, listen, I think he was just hustling them balls.
Think of that.
Russell Wilson had to get there, and he already knew what he was going to do. He heard that song drop, my goodies. Everybody heard that song drop. Stop playing. It didn't matter. Everybody wanted the goodies.
Oh man, that was a good take, man.
The opinions of Brandon Wilson do not reflect the same opinions of In the Basement with Next Step, Air, Get
Yes,
Stars
it do.
Media, or the Black
Yes, it
Psychology
do.
Podcast Incorporated and
Yes,
LLC.
it do. Nah, they
And that's the
supported it,
thing.
or they would have muted me.
Yo,
They supported.
I'm still stuck on it.
Yes, freedom of speech.
He get all the white girls in New Orleans. It's a lot of white girls
You
out
were
there.
on with that one, BB. You were on one. I'm like, okay, gotta,
Mine
I ain't
said
gonna
Russell
lie
Wilson
though,
a
right?
simp though.
You already know,
WGs.
like he gonna be on some the Mardi Gras, the bees. You
Yo,
know he on that type shit.
yo,
Link up with
Lost.
Zion.
Like,
Link up
yeah,
with
yeah,
Zion.
What? Yo,
HR team.
what?
Zion gonna be like, I
What?
got you with all the links,
Zion.
bro.
Link up with Zion is crazy. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
They paying child
You gotta
support in
think about it,
full
man.
nowadays
Shador
by
been getting yams.
cash.
Shador been getting yams. These other guys, you would
See,
think
what
they would never had no yams prior to.
all his trying to look up all his childhood milfs, right?
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
All his childhood milfs.
Oh, crazy. Yo,
Pulling Anthony Edwards in this thing.
Shador gonna lose his mind when he get down there.
yo,
They're
man,
gonna be speaking half
let's get
French.
to these. It was great talk about the Shador saying that
Gumbo.
was great takes, man. But let's get to this NBA playoffs.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Go
NBA
ahead.
playoffs is coming.
Well,
Yo,
speaking,
that was a
what's
great
your guys' take on? What's your guys' take on?
Oh, hold on. Time out. Let's start. We're gonna talk NBA playoffs. So you know K's gonna lead off with the Clippers.
You know
Let's
it,
give him
man.
his
Here we go with
intro.
this
Actually, I
Let's
was
bullshit.
get
leading
his
off with
intro.
no.
You are now in the mind of K.
Oh, that's right. We got to talk about the damn Nuggets.
Yes.
That's right.
Hey, y'all.
Oh,
We're about to start talking about these NBA playoffs, y'all.
Gentlemen,
And we're gonna start in the West
I
Coast.
have your
So K needs y'all attention.
Please.
We got BA in the building. Get your bars up media. We got B in the building. He's a Super Bowl champion. We got Steph in the building. And you know who else is in the building? Mr. K himself, a Clippers fan, and we talking NBA playoffs. We start on the West Coast. What the fuck you think he gonna start off with, ladies and gentlemen? Who are they playing?
Go.
Let's go, K.
Well, if
Better
everything
win
works
today.
out and we win our last game tonight, and Denver loses, we'll be playing Denver because we are now officially the 5th seed. Hopefully, we're going to stay the 5th seed, and we're going to end up playing Denver. I think we might have a good chance of winning this series. Denver is in shambles right now. Hey, roll your eyes all you want, Bing, but Denver's in shambles right now with the organization. And speaking of which, the shitters.
the shitters,
This is
right?
time, man. So anyway, listen, what's your guys' take on Michael Malone being fired right before the playoffs? And they're a 4th seed. Because someone and I heard the organization they were going back and forth with him and Calvin Booth and stuff like that. So, like, what's your take on it? Why fire him now? Won't they just wait till after the season to fire him?
Let's not be long winded on it because we want to
Go ahead, BA.
get
You
to the playoffs.
first.
So
It's nasty work, man. It's nasty work, and that tells you that the organization just wasn't really behind Mike Malone, and with Mike Malone and and I forgot the general manager. They were talking so crazy to each other that it just turned off the franchise as well as the players as well, especially Russell Westbrook, from what I'm hearing. Nasty.
My opinion is the same as BA. I agree with BA completely, 100%. I just think that firing the GM, number one, is kind of like you could have waited to the end of the season to do that because they don't have no kind of pull anything was going on. There ain't nothing else happening as far as the GM is concerned when the playoffs are coming. Firing Mike Malone right now is asinine. You going into the playoffs, it ain't gonna be no momentum that you're gaining by going into the playoffs by firing the coach right before the playoffs, and they're still hiring somebody off of the bench who has those same coaching qualities more than likely. That was y'all gonna be running those same sets more than likely, and it's kind of like why, and there's never gonna be a real definitive reason. That's just my opinion. Go ahead, B.
I mean, BA, you hit it perfectly on, nail on the head. I think that it's a lot going on, and I've heard Russ speculations that he, gave him favoritism, but putting up phenomenal numbers on like 15 to 20 minutes a game on what the minimum contract. So you getting extreme output from minimal investment, and you get no attitude, or no, you get all the best bang for your buck. And like, of course, you should prefer him. Any solid coach would. And it's a players league though,
Yeah.
right? So that's what it is. So this isn't something that hasn't happened before. I think that I think Hubie got fired around
Yeah,
this time, a long
yeah.
time ago.
Hubie
Uh,
Brown,
I believe I was looking into it, and this
Chicago,
has happened before.
Chicago.
I think it was from I think it was the Grizzlies.
From the
I want to say it
Grizz.
was Memphis.
Yeah.
No, Vancouver. It was Vancouver
It
at the
was
time.
Vancouver.
I'm
Yeah, it was
sorry.
Vancouver. Yeah, it was
And
Vancouver.
so it's happened before, but if
Not
you've
off a
heard Mike,
championship.
no, I mean they're 2 years out from it, but yeah, they I will say is odd, but as soon as Mike got word that was about to happen, he started talking. Wow, Mike is a different person, especially inebriated. he don't talk the way he's supposed to talk, like when you see him. So, you know, he probably expedited the situation. They probably wanted to give him to the end of the season. And then they was like, oh, all right, you talking like this. You had to fuck out now.
Mm-hmm.
Go now. So I think Mike probably added some spice to that, but you know,
It's a layup.
it doesn't change what's going to happen on the court. Denver in 5.
That he said Denver in 5. The Russell Wilson, the
Six.
Russell Westbrook layup that he missed.
Yo, K was speak so fast now when he said Denver and 5.
Clippers in 6.
Go ahead, BA. I'm sorry I didn't cut you off, but
Nah.
K had face, his eyes got real big when you said that, B.
I just wanted to say that the biggest that Russell Westbrook blunder where he missed that layup and then he fouled old dude and he fouled the dude at the end of the game. That might have changed the whole trajectory of everything of what we're gonna see from then to now. Like, I don't know.
Can I ask a question though? If they had won that game and that instead of that one game being in the loss column and it was in the win column, would they have a different standing? Like,
they would have been ahead of the Lakers.
Yeah,
they'd have been ahead of the Lakers.
Yeah, so they've been in third.
Actually, at that time, they were right behind. They were right behind Houston for the second.
They were competing for the second.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they were at the third.
Oh, so Lakers is in 4th. So that's why Lakers jumped up.
Okay. Exactly. Lakers in 4th. Yeah, and they went on a losing streak after that too. Though.
Yeah,
they lost
went on like 4 or 5 games.
Yeah.
4 or 5 games.
Yeah, and that was a terrible call.
Won 4 of their next
that
5.
was a terrible call by the ref on the foul on the 3. That was a terrible. That I didn't see that as a call that should be made. He bailed the shooter out, and I thought that was terrible. I don't know. It didn't look like it should have been called, but you know, refs cheat. They was involved in sports betting even before it was legal.
Here we go down the rabbit hole. Oh, anyway, back to the playoffs. Because B trying to get us fine, sanctioned, and copywritten off of this fucking. We're gonna be on BA. Get your bars of media / next in the basement sports podcast.
Wow.
Raps and snacks. Like, what the fuck?
It's us and Mont on this John, dog. No. We ain't getting clapped. Don't worry about it. It's us and Mont.
Go ahead, K.
Mont, call in. Fuck it. You don't gotta type. Just call in.
Yo, I'm just saying, pretty much echoing the same sentiments with you guys. I mean, it definitely had to be something that was going on for a while, and it was just like, listen, you're talking real reckless now. It's kind of like insubordination in front of your workers and stuff like that. It's like, oh, all right, you want to talk like that in front of me? Oh, you can leave now. You can roll.
Yeah, he tried to hold people accountable in that last meeting with the journalists, right?
It was bad. It was bad.
I heard really bad.
Like I heard they were like yelling and name calling and all types of stuff. But Mike Malone, he's different though. And we were talking in the group chat too with B and the rest of the guys. Like, he's still one of those coaches that holds players accountable for things too. So he might have held the wrong player accountable. You know, players don't like that in this player-friendly league. Mm-hmm. And somebody went back to organization. Hey, look, I don't like the way he's coaching. He's coaching me too hard. Look, get him out of here. I don't like him. He's talking to me like this sort of way. Get him out of here. Giannis did it. Magic did it. Mm-hmm. Mike did it. Kobe did it too. And LeBron. So, I mean,
Coach Malone had one of them little plastic things of Smirnoff before the press release. Somebody flipped him some alcohol because he's supposed to hold that, not say that shit. He was talking a little too much on that post game.
Well, look, it's kind of like this though, B. It's kind of like if you know you're about to get fired, F it. Go out in a blaze of glory.
He already knew. Yeah, you're right.
Go coach college. Go coach college. I think he would be a great college coach. Like
great
the way
money too. Great money.
The way he talks about his players, because the way he talked about Nikola Jokic, the way he chewed him up, and Jamal Murray, like it should. I don't know why. Russell Westbrook ain't tenured on this team. He shouldn't be the vocal leader, etc. When he said that, I was like, yikes. So
don't nobody say nothing about Jokic. They let him walk around and treat basketball like it's his, step foster child and shit. Like he don't give a fuck about, look, I get back home type shit.
Got to get to my horses.
dropping 60.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Yeah, my horses.
All of white America don't call out Jokic and Cooper Flag and Austin Reeves. They
Hey,
support
listen,
them.
man, and that's the strategy we're going to use too. Let Jokic drop his 60. Every time Jokic drops over like 40 points, they lose.
Yo, B. As soon as you started talking about the white players, Larry was like, he got uncomfortable. He was like, oh.
Yeah. Yeah. People don't like what I say, but I ain't never lie. I don't be lying at all. I tell you the truth that need to be said. I just say what's there, man. Listen, let's stop making it seem like Jokic is the best thing since sliced bread. Effort is terrible. He a couple Big Macs away from the same issues Luca got. They from the same, Eastern Bloc. They probably eat the same and drink the same type shit, same hoes. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. Like he is second away from out of shape.
Yo.
And he acting like he really got it like that. Like, nah.
So who
show
do
up.
y'all have? Lakers and Clippers and Nuggets.
Nuggets sweet. Fuck it.
I got the Rockets.
Clippers.
I told y'all about the Rockets. I told y'all about the Rockets.
100%. I see the Rockets going far. 100%.
I told y'all about the Ime. He know how to coach them young players and turn them into men.
Is he getting coach of the year?
No.
Or does it depend on how far they go, or is it going to be Oklahoma City?
What's the Cleveland the coach from Cleveland Cavaliers?
Biggerstaff.
Biggerstaff.
Oh yeah, he gonna get that. Yep.
I think Biggerstaff is going to get it this year.
Okay.
Yep.
I was going to say if Houston goes far, Ime Udoka. Oh, but you know what? They might.
No, he ain't getting shit no more.
Off the court incidents and stuff like that. Yeah,
he blackballed. He not getting it.
I thought that I was so like. When Ime went to Houston to be a coach, and me being from Houston, I was like, man, he gonna be out there with all these hoes. He gonna be out there like, bro, he shouldn't be over there. He shouldn't be in Houston. He actually
in his element.
He in
his element. He good. He good.
Yeah.
Listen, man.
He there.
He like that.
Sometimes you gotta tap into that. So, you gotta let loose.
He winning, man. He winning. He in his element, like you said. You right.
Y'all out of
I don't know where the show was going.
It went left fast as shit, dog.
That wasn't left. I don't think that was left.
Wasn't left. That's the truth.
We supposed to be talking about the Clippers and Denver Nuggets. Y'all done
Somehow
left that
Houston
game.
came up and you start talking about coach of the year.
I just brought up Houston. Like y'all talking. Y'all said y'all teams. I'm saying Houston. Like
let's do the matchup, Stephen A. Smith.
Okay, you got the matchups, man. What's the matchups looking like right now? I'm just here. I'm gonna play
Jason Whitlock. Let's go. Let's go, Jason Whitlock.
Casey, when I say Casey lips quivering talking,
like there's a Washington.
Hey, yo, that's hilarious.
Hands off me.
Yo, y'all stupid.
It's the Denzel.
So who you guys got for the play-in? Because for the play-in, you got Minnesota, Memphis, Sacramento, and Dallas. So it's a 7, 8, 9, 10. So
Memphis.
Who's gonna be that 8th seed? Is it gonna be Memphis, Minnesota? Who's it gonna be?
Memphis and Minnesota.
Memphis and Minnesota is gonna be 7.
That's all I got.
Okay.
Who's the other one? Dallas. They've been playing okay though.
They playing Memphis.
They've been playing. They've been on a good little win streak.
I don't believe in Memphis like y'all do. I don't believe in them this year. I don't. I think it's going to be Minnesota. It's either going to be Sacramento or even Dallas.
I would like to see Sacramento get in there because of Christie being an interim head coach.
Yeah, well, they've been actually playing well the last 4 or 5 games going into this. So I think they're going to probably is either Sacramento or the Mavericks. That's who I see possibly. I don't know why. Like Memphis, they've lost like the last 9 out of 11 games.
They're like on a 3-game.
They've lost 9 out of the last 11 games.
Yeah. 2-game losing streak. Yep.
I missed the last 2 games they played, but the one I caught, Ja hit the buzzer beater.
That's crazy. That could have been 10 out of 11 games if he doesn't hit that buzzer.
Yeah, for real.
That's how bad they play.
That's crazy. You're right. I give you that. Hell yeah. Oh man, I don't know. I don't know. Memphis may fumble that. I got you.
They've been fumbling all year. I think they need to hit the reset button and just wait till next.
They a
Wait till
different
next.
team without Steven Adams.
Oh,
and with
Aquaman.
and without Brandon Clark too. Brandon
Mm-hmm.
Clark,
Oh yeah,
defensively
yeah.
and finishing around the basket, setting screens, being that other tough player with Steven Adams when they had him. They was rough. That's what they was tough. Now ZD is I like him, but he's just too slow. He's just too slow.
Yep. They should have kept Dylan Brooks too. I mean, he get a lot of hate, but you know, he do the intangibles on the
He
court,
does his job though. He's a pest.
Yeah.
and he'll take the
You know,
biggest defensive assignment too.
he does finish.
Pause. You
Well,
said something, gang.
You're
all
right.
right. He finished.
That was crazy.
He's finished.
That was crazy. That was.
That
Hey,
was
somebody contact Mace because that one was wild.
that was
It is what it is, Kay.
great.
Hey, it is what it is. Oklahoma City. Do you guys believe in them?
Yeah.
I don't believe in them winning no championship.
I don't believe in them until they win. They got to show. They got to prove to me.
Okay.
Just like Boston did last year. I never believed in Boston until last year.
It's some gay.
They don't have that.
They got to prove to me. They got to prove it to me.
I agree with you, but I think they have a slight advantage on all of their home games because that arena is a different energy. I think I said this on the last pod. That's the only thing that the Tornadoes ain't tear up around OKC or Oklahoma. That's all they got. Most of their homes blow in the wind like the kites. They got that arena for shelter and for fan loyalty. And they pack that arena and it's a very hostile environment. And that thing is electric, man. I'm telling you, it's a great environment. If you ever out in Oklahoma to get a chance to see a game, you should check it out because it's a whole nother animal. And, I don't know. It's just, I got them at every home game. That's a win. I'm thinking.
They were number one last year too. Remember, they were number one seed last year and lost in the first round.
Yeah. Dumb shit. Yeah. SGA's advanced.
Why do you like OKC? Do you like OKC to win a championship, or you just like OKC in the series, Mike? That's my question to that.
Good question. I mean,
I like I think he's talking in the series. I think that's the topic he threw out.
Who they playing?
Western Conference.
We don't know yet. We don't know who they playing yet.
We don't know who they're playing.
Whoever the eighth
It's a
seed is,
plan.
that's who they be playing.
Mm-hmm.
Whoever wins the eighth seed. So that's either in between. What I'm thinking is between Memphis and Minnesota.
Dallas.
They don't want to see Dallas defensively. Dallas with Lively and AD and Gafford back, them big boys defending and all of that. That's a good matchup for him. That's a good matchup.
AD probably already in Cancun, dog. He probably already there.
Oh my!
I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. He probably already there. He probably like, yo, tell him headache. Tell him injury, headache.
I'm gonna wait on Kyrie. I'm waiting on Kyrie next year. That's what
pinky nail fracture.
Right on the jump ball, right when they do the jump, he gonna start
pull his hamstring. Yeah.
Right. Reaching for his knee or something.
Growing and shit.
Yeah. And then strolling calmly off the court like nothing hurt.
Great dislocated shoulder. So another matchup, we got the Lakers and Golden State. Lakers with home court advantage. Who you got in that?
I got Lakers.
Man, Golden State. The Lakers can't beat Golden State. Not this Golden State. They can't beat this.
Jimmy?
No, yeah, they can't beat Golden State with Jimmy.
Playoff Jimmy is different. Bro, talk to Jimmy.
They've been before. So the Lakers won the first two matchups before Jimmy got there. Both games that they played was super close. Came down to the fourth quarter. When Jimmy got there, this last game as we seen with Luka, with everybody healthy, they couldn't. Steph Curry has all the pressure, but now he doesn't have all the pressure no more because he got somebody that can score on all three levels and it's going to get to the free throw line and slow the game down when they need to. And then if Pod step up, I don't see the Lakers. That's one team that's the worst matchup for them right now.
Yeah. Would you consider that an upset?
Yeah. I consider it an upset due to the standings or whatnot, but not really because they've only lost 5 games since Jimmy got there. They're like 21 or 22 and
Yeah, I
5.
heard like as soon as they went out, Jimmy the 11-game winning streak
Yeah,
from the
like
trip. So
I like Lakers though. I'm gonna run with the Lakers in that.
that's gonna be a series to watch. That's gonna be a good series. Just
Yeah, I think so too. But I was thinking that the Lakers was going to run into that.
but they got to beat but the Clippers though. That's the thing about it because they play the Clippers tonight, and I think that's gonna do. They can drop down
That's
to
gonna decide
7th.
it.
They can drop down to 7th, or they can go up to 5. I don't know. It's something crazy.
Yeah, that's what
Oh,
K said.
Oh,
K,
okay. I gotta lock
just
in
win.
tonight.
So we-
Win and win. Win and in. Just get that 50th win. We're good to go.
no. Who would y'all play though? Who would you rather y'all play?
Ooh.
Yeah. Ooh.
Ooh, that's
Denver or LA. Denver or LA.
Hey, Mike, I see what you're talking about. His lips start quivering and shit again.
I wouldn't mind seeing James Harden 2.0 versus James Harden 1.0. Like Luka versus James. I wouldn't mind seeing those two, go at each other. Neither one of them playing defense.
I was about to say that because I was going to say both of them
So,
have 50.
so that's gonna at least
Eliminate
know
each other.
that, yeah. So we're gonna have a good game still. It's not gonna be
Kawhi versus
right.
LeBron. And
Kawhi,
then,
You know
but
what I mean?
the
I'd
problem
rather
is-
see that.
And Norman Powell ain't playing for y'all, right? He out for the season.
Nah, he bad.
Oh, he back?
Yeah,
So
I
he
think
bad.
he is back.
Austin
That's
Reeves,
why they've been winning. That's
Austin
why
Reeves and Norman Powell be a good matchup too.
Hey, watch Bronny check in
like
and clock playoff time.
who are we going to be getting though? Which Kawhi are we getting?
Here come the shots.
Kawhi, what you mean, Kawhi?
Which Kawhi are we getting? Which
Nah,
Kawhi?
I want him to clock in. I
Kawhi been
want him to
killing.
clock in to the
He been
playoff
killing.
game, man.
He waited. Think about it. Kawhi Leonard, and I know this is you're gonna like what I'm about to say about your Clippers, of course.
Talk nice. Go.
This dude didn't sat out about 45 games, 45 or 50 games this year.
That's what he do.
He is healthy. He is super healthy right now at the right
He is
time.
super duper healthy.
He's killing right
I
now.
don't know, dog.
Until he gets tired and say, you know what?
And then Zubats too.
Good.
Zubats, this is the best. This is his best season ever with that double because he's been killing too under the radar.
At a time, he was leading the league in double doubles.
Yeah.
How many rings Kawhi got? He got one with the Spurs or two?
He got one with the Spurs and one with Toronto.
Okay, so he got 2 rings. One where he got it as soon as he was traded to a franchise that never won. Then he got a signature shoe deal, and now he got a contract in Los Angeles. He'll do load management for another season if he need. He don't care. He won.
Yeah,
he won already. He won life. He good.
He's winning life. Yes.
You think he's fresh and ready to go to? He don't be caring, and he on the spectrum and all. So like he really don't be caring. Like he be like
on the spectrum is crazy. On the spectrum is crazy.
All right.
No, we support the spectrum. I'm not talking about the old Sixers complex. You know what I mean?
Yo, this boy.
I support it.
Bro.
Whoa. First,
listen. The Knicks got OG. Toronto got what's his name? Scotty. Get you one. Get you one of those hoopers. Bet you ain't postseason guaranteed. I'm telling you, dog. Get you one of them type players. We need one on the Sixers.
What are you talking about?
Autistic professional players.
Shit, no. Next.
They are high performers.
Next.
You ain't see the movie The Accountant?
He said,
all right, whatever.
You heard when he said the spectrum. I already knew what time it was when he said the spectrum.
I just got quiet. Like,
y'all need to watch The Accountant.
Now.
The Accountant.
What?
He's been muted.
Ben Affleck, yeah, it's actually a good movie. It's actually
they got a part 2 coming out too the end of this month.
Really?
Yeah, part 2, him and his brother together.
They got Casey in there too. What? Okay.
God bless you. Thank you for letting me back in. I'm sorry. I do better.
That's enough.
Shukran.
Next, K. What's the next matchup? Yeah, he threw me.
What's the next drawing?
The West is the East is pretty much the East. I think is pretty much set,
We're on the East
but the
now,
West
yo.
is not.
I think it's
The West
done.
is
Yeah.
not. Yeah, the West is not set yet.
I mean, East, of course, we've got Cleveland. Detroit has dropped down to 6. They were just in like
It
fourth.
don't even matter. As long as we in the playoffs, that's all that matters to me.
Absolutely.
That's the only thing that matters to me.
So I mean,
Hey, y'all beat the Knicks.
Larry, like, what's your take on what's your take on Cade Cunningham this year, and how do you think that
I love everything that he's done
improved from last year?
I love everything that he's done. I love everything that the team has done together without a true point guard, which is the problem that I always had with us is not having a true point guard and drafting the same players year in and year out. Small forward / 2 guards. No real person that controls the offense. That's what I thought we had an issue with. This year, they proved me wrong because we still in the same situation, but you put Cade in that Grant Hill, Scottie Pippen type of role, so in which it's still not taken away from his oh, I can't think of the word. Taken away from him scoring and being agitation to the opposing team.
He could distribute and still give you the buckets too.
Yeah.
Right.
So by him being able to do that and Beasley coming over to us and playing a major role for us this year.
Yeah.
Always could shoot and get that great opportunity over at the Lakers. Milwaukee had him for a little bit. And then you seen him and Giannis was going back and forth the other day and shit. Giannis thing, yeah. But Beasley has been a great pickup for us. Jalen is slowly but surely getting better and better, but he's becoming a defensive stopper. I like, but I don't like what they're trying to it's almost like they almost putting us in not putting us in a position, but putting us in a position to be like the bad boy Pistons, because there's a lot of bullshit that's been going on with us. And it seems like every year, every fight thing that's going on in the league, it has to do with the Detroit Pistons and Stewart and whoever else. It's like it's constantly always being pushed. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, but in all actuality, I love the fact that we are in the playoffs. I don't believe that we're going to win the championship, but to say that we are in the playoffs and so you can watch games now is a blessing to me. So I'm good. I like the roster, how it's looking right now. I think I'm not a big Tobias fan. I think he was just a waste of money, but they had this.
What you mean, Tobias? You know what he did
I
for
wish
the
we had him
franchise?
back, bro. I wish we
Tobias-
had him back. He
Tobias,
playing well this year.
that leadership. Tobias,
I'm
that
talking
veteranship.
I'm talking about when I need 30, I can't get 30 from Tobias.
But you can at least get your 25.
He's not there for that.
He's not at least 25. He's at least 19, nigga. What are you talking
No,
about?
he's at least more than Paul George. All the time, every night.
I agree with you 100%.
Come on, dog. I wish we had him back right now.
Like I said, I like Tobias, but I wasn't a fan of that pickup for us, thinking that he was going to be the next step for us. He's just a solid player for us.
I don't think y'all picked him up for him to be that, because he was already not that.
I'm not paying $25 million to somebody just for him to be.
I mean, the veteran. What him and Malik has done, like as far as being veterans, talking to that bench and working with Cade.
I understand that because we have a young nucleus. I understand that totally.
Y'all was good last year. Y'all was good last year.
Yeah, we was
this year.
We was okay last year. I watched games started last year.
Y'all lost like 40 games by within 5 or 6
points.
Yeah. 40 games is crazy.
But like I said, man, I like the direction that we're going. I thought Tobias was probably gonna give us a little bit more for me to be like, yeah, we can compete for a first round series win. But I think we there, and I take the good with the bad with that.
Y'all gonna beat New York.
I'm gonna say I'm taking my Pistons no matter what. Not unless we run into somebody like a Celtics or something like that.
OG is hurt right now, right?
First round, I'm taking my Pistons.
Yeah, I think he got hurt. I think he got hurt a couple of games ago.
That's why they lost against the Pistons this last matchup that they had.
Yeah, so I'm taking my Pistons.
So Larry, do you think like this year's your Pistons of this year? I'm gonna call them your Pistons because I don't cheer for them, but
I don't cheer for the Jets neither, motherfucker.
You're right, absolutely. I don't cheer for the Cowboys either.
I don't cheer for the motherfucking Clippers.
Good, you should though. But anyway, do you think
Yeah, this nigga.
Do you think they're a mixture? Do you think like they're a mixture of like? Because I see it a little bit like they're a mixture of the Bad Boy Pistons, and then you can throw in the Pistons when they had like Chauncey in them. Like, do you think it's like a?
They ain't nowhere near.
Okay, just throwing it out there. Just throwing it out there.
I'm
You
not
just got
going there.
Isaiah Stewart is the only person that's hardcore on their team for real. Everybody else, they're tough,
They roll.
but they play their role. Exactly, they just play their
Play their
role.
role.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Beef Stew is going to take the heart of Big Cat in the series. It's going to be crazy.
It's going to be super physical. And Jalen, they both are physical players.
Cat's been pretty physical over the second half of the season, though. He's been not like boisterous or anything like that, but
I still your Pistons like I got y'all beating New York in the first round. Yeah, most definitely. I got y'all losing. I got Dallas losing, so don't even worry about it. Congratulations to Dallas. No hard feelings, bro.
Man, yeah.
Yeah. My Charleston White.
Yeah.
I gotta get that clip. I gotta get that put that on the soundboard.
we got let me see. I guess Cleveland against whoever makes to the 8th seed.
Hold up, y'all ain't give y'all takes on my Pistons. Damn, I'm only want to speak on my Pistons. We spoke on everybody else.
We everybody here just gave him props and just said good things about him.
But you ain't say whether you gonna take Knicks or the Pistons. What the fuck?
Because I don't know what type. I do not know what type of Jalen Brunson. If we get a Jalen Brunson that's going to
bro, pick the team, bro.
I don't know.
BA.
Next. I would love to see the Pistons.
BA's been muted. Next. Because just pick a team. Who do you think will win? In your opinion, that's all we ask, right? That's all I ask. He's been muted. Go ahead, B. Are you coming back, BA, on good standings or no? Pick a team. Go ahead, BA.
The Pistons. I got the Pistons.
All right.
I'm gonna go to Pistons.
Right. And B lost signal. He's on his cage on now. So
hey, look, it's going around. There's something going around. Let's see. Pistons, New York. Whoo. Home court advantage goes to New York. If it goes to 7, New York, but I think Detroit can finish them in 6. 5 on a good night.
Okay, Black's like we'll be losing until 2030, bro. It is what it is.
Yeah, I got it's whew. I think, but you know what? That series is going to be good. I think what's going to happen is Dallas is definitely going to steal one in New York for sure. They're definitely going to steal one. I don't know if it's going to be the first game or the second game.
So Dallas? Or you mean Detroit?
Detroit.
Okay, thank you.
Detroit. Yeah, I definitely know they can steal one. They definitely going to steal one in New York for sure. I don't know if they're
going to get KC. Yo, hit that for him.
No, we're not even doing that.
You ain't play it once the whole John. Come on, dog. You terrible with the sound effects. You terrible with the sound. You miss opportunities. You got the biggest glasses.
There, but yeah, I mean,
and
like,
you miss. All right. Right. All them glasses and you missing this. All right.
I'm sorry, my fault. I'm just saying. Like,
not you. Thank you.
In the mind of K.
Okay. There you go. There it is.
Detroit is definitely going. They're definitely going to steal one. I don't know if they're going to steal 2 though. They can't. I don't know if they're going to do 2 in a row. But yeah, I think Detroit can play this out right. Still win in New York, win 2 in Detroit. What else? Whatever else happens from there is whatever. But if it goes to 7, New York. But if it doesn't go to 7, Detroit. That's my take.
Okay.
Mark my words, fellas. OG, I just looked it up.
Thanks for giving us both teams as your pick. What the fuck?
Yeah, I mean he
didn't get
that's
muted,
what I did with
I got muted.
You right.
But look. I got OG re-injuring his right thumb. I just checked. That was the injury. OG has a right thumb sprain, and I believe he shoots righty. So even if he's on that rim, dunking the ball, he can aggravate that. That's a big difference in late game free throws. That's a big difference on his availability.
Okay, are you ready to come back with a decision on who you decided that you want to win the series?
K won them both. He want peace.
Oh.
Pause. You said something gay.
All right.
Go ahead, K.
If New York can make this a
Yes.
series, I'm just
Yeah.
go ahead.
You are now
See?
in the
Damn, you hit him with a
mind
double. That's
of
crazy.
K.
Because we just asked New York
Back to
or
back
Detroit.
John is
I'm thinking,
wild.
I'm
I
thinking
told you. What? You think I ain't see the signs? Yeah, I
New
see the
York,
flags.
New York.
you got New
Like
York.
You going New York?
I'm rolling with New York.
All right. Next,
Let's
BA.
see.
What
Let me see.
matchup you got, BA? What matchup you taking?
It's
Let's
so
speak on.
you got the Indiana Pacers versus the Milwaukee Bucks.
Woo!
Last year, Indiana won.
No Damian Lillard.
I'm still going Milwaukee. I'm going Milwaukee this year. Giannis is on the
Giannis is
net.
on the line.
He on another.
He on
He on
another.
a
He
mission.
on a mission.
I'm getting an
I'm
echo.
getting
You
the
got
echo.
an
You
echo?
got the echo?
What's that feedback? It's crazy.
Yeah, that's the
There
mic.
you go. There you go. Oh, okay.
Ass
So
there.
Giannis has been putting up Jokic numbers for the damn near the past month.
Mhm.
So and they've been winning games. He's been keeping them afloat without Dame the last like 3 weeks or 2 weeks or whatnot. And Kuzma has stepped up. So I got Milwaukee upsetting Indiana.
Mhm. I'm as bad as I hate that Doc Rivers. I believe that Milwaukee will win this series. I hate Doc Rivers. I really he irritates me.
He an overrated coach. So I
He
understand. I
irritates the
totally
shit out of
understand it.
me, bro.
He
He irritates
overrated.
the shit out of me, and I hate the fact that I gotta actually give him a win in the series. But I got Milwaukee winning the series. I even go to a prediction of 4-2.
Yeah. 4-2. I can
Yeah.
rock with that. I can rock with 4-2.
Go ahead, B.
Pacers in 6.
Why
Pacers
why
in 6.
why the Pacers?
Why?
No, I'm waiting.
Because
Thanks, BA, because I
because
needed an elaboration for that one, bro.
That's for real. I wanted to know as well.
because who I think they got PJ Washington to fill the scoring production in
PJ,
Dame's absence.
you said PJ Washington?
I think that's who they got. Who did
Nah,
they? Maybe not
PJ
PJ.
played for
Washington.
Dallas. He played for Dallas. He played
You
for
talking
Dallas.
about?
No.
You talking about Kyle
What was his
Kuzma?
name?
No,
No, not Kyle Kuzma.
you
They
talking about
just
Siakam. You talking about Siakam?
no. They just got somebody. Oh God, not PJ Washington.
Porter?
It's
Portis? You talking about Portis?
no. God damn, what's his name? He just filled Dame's role in point production, and I
Oh,
don't think he's going to be able to make that like to continue that streak in the playoffs. Let me hold on. I got you.
you talking about Milwaukee. You're talking about from Milwaukee.
Yeah, for
Um,
Milwaukee.
they got Bobby. They just got Bobby Porter's back
Bobby
in
Porter. That's
Milwaukee. Yeah.
Not Bobby. I'm not talking about Bobby. I'm talking about. Hold on, I got you. Hold up.
And you
Um,
said you're not talking about Kuzma. I'm
mm-mm.
trying to figure out. You talking about the shooter? You talking about the shooter?
Yeah,
Got two
yeah.
cards?
What's
Uh, yeah, like I forget what's his name.
Is
What's
it
the
Kevin
shooter name?
Porter?
Nah. The
Yeah, it
shooter.
is. Kevin Porter.
Oh,
There he
Kevin.
is.
Oh, you
Thank
talking
you.
about the
Thank you.
point? Oh, you
Kevin
talking about
Porter.
the
I'm
point
sorry.
guard? You talking about the
Kevin
point?
Porter,
oh,
not
I was
PJ
saying
Washington.
Portis.
Kevin Porter.
Kevin Porter. Yeah.
Okay.
So Kevin Porter was able to put on a good performance. So there's glimmers or, idea of hope, but everything's going to go through, Giannis, and the whole defense is going to be designed around slowing him down and closing out on Bobby Portis and just, limiting his looks from the corner three. And that's probably going to be an easy game plan. They don't have the best primary ball handler out there right now. Kuz ain't going to do real shit. He going to give you 16 to 18 trash ass buckets. 8 of them Jones
I
coming after the game was decided.
because the thing with Kuz is if he's getting 16 to 18, there's a chance that he gonna get light some shit up in the matter of
But hey,
seconds because he's
He ain't lighting shit up except for the hair color
he's
he got.
he's
hey,
He ain't doing shit, bro.
Kuz
Porter,
plays well when it
Porter
comes to
one of them
playoff.
ones too.
Yeah,
Porter one of them
Porter is,
ones. He one
yeah,
of them ones.
yeah,
Remember
yeah,
when he was in Houston? Even he caught the case. He caught that little case that got him out. He's
yeah.
only played like 30 games with the team or whatnot. He might be coming into his own because he's supposed to. He averaged over 20 points before for a 4
He was
seasons.
always supposed. He was always supposed to be, one of the premier players, and then he fell into some trials and tribulations,
Facts.
and so now he's at a spot where he's basically making a run and securing a contract for next season and beyond. Like this is what that is for him. This is his. Even if they lose, if he puts on good performance and plays solid, he'll find a fit somewhere and extend his tenure in the NBA. And that's all he really wants. But, Giannis is chasing a ring, and I don't think these are the guys to really do it. I see them losing to a young Pacer crew. And Halliburton is horrible looking game as he has, they
It's a
just had
fact.
that new song come out with his name being like in the chorus with the Helly Burton. So he's feeling
Ellie.
himself. He gonna go out
Ellie.
there looking for a highlight tape.
Next,
Yeah, that's like
That's
like
what's
that's
gonna happen
like Sam Cassell or something like that.
we
Like his
almost
butt,
at 3
Mike
hours.
Cassell or something like that. So it's like, I got Indiana.
for sure.
You gonna keep it that simple, huh, K? Or his signal went bad because he froze. Oh yeah,
Damn, bro.
he froze.
Hey,
Like,
man,
he
yo,
froze like shit.
hey,
That was
No.
crazy.
What happened?
You,
yo,
you
you
froze
all
like
right?
shit in the middle of
I
you
did.
saying something. I'm like, huh?
We
You was
almost lost
ready,
you
then
there,
you
Kay.
come back like,
Okay. Oh, hopefully it's
We
good.
almost lost you. We almost
yeah,
lost you there, Tua.
yeah, buddy.
Oh. Yeah, it's like how many figures I'm throwing up, but it's like they're like you said, like Brandon said, they're probably going to end up focusing on Giannis. Giannis is going to drop like 50. He's going to have like probably like a 30. He's probably going to average 30 throughout the series. He's going to drop like a 50-point game, but they're going to key on him. Go ahead, drop your 50. But we'll cancel everybody else out. You got to do it all by yourself. He's not going to. You can't withstand that for a whole series. So, and then Indiana has a whole bunch of rim runners and shot makers and shot takers. So I got Indiana. Indiana in
6.
yeah, probably 6.
Yeah.
Probably 6. I mean, I like Kevin Porter though. Kevin Porter, he's just putting his head down. He's balling because there's nothing to do out there in Milwaukee. So, yeah, Milwaukee goes down again, and Doc Rivers, and then also too, for some reason, Doc Rivers when he has like a series lead in series and stuff like that, he just
They
blows.
lose. Yeah, he blows them all the
Yeah,
time.
so if Milwaukee goes up, 3-1, don't worry, he's gonna lose that. I'm telling you. Just ask the Clippers. I'm telling you.
Oh shit! Here we
No,
go.
I'm just saying. Just ask them.
You are now in the mind.
Yo, listen, man. I'm
That's the
telling you,
third John, Kay.
we up like 3-2 and we lost like 3-4. So
He's having his moment, y'all. He's having his moment.
Yeah.
repressed
That's
memories,
crazy.
man. Repressed memories. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, I got Indiana winning that. Indiana 4-2. 4-2 Indiana.
The play-in is going to be dope in the East, though. The play-in,
What's the play in?
Magic.
for the 7th and 8th, you got the Magic versus Hawks. For the 9th and the 10th, you got the Bulls versus the Heat.
I like Magic. I mean, I like Magic, and I like the Bulls.
Mm-hmm.
I like the
Kobe
Magic.
White's been playing out of his. Kobe White was playing out of his mind, yo.
He has. I've always appreciated his game. I think,
Yeah,
highly skilled for his size.
He finally
Pause.
getting his time. He finally
Jesus
getting his
Christ.
time.
Ooh.
Man,
I
he
don't
was
know.
behind Lonzo
Put
until
him to the side.
got hurt.
He finally getting his time to shine. Like he finally getting it now.
And what's his name? Zach LaVine is healthy. You
Yeah,
have a healthy Zach
Sacramento.
LaVine.
Sacramento. Zach Levine.
Yeah,
Is
he
Sacramento.
got traded to Sacramento.
Oh, he got.
Hey,
What
what you
is
call
wrong
it? Killing
I don't even keep my tabs on Chicago. That's my fault. My bad.
Josh
My
Giddey
bad.
killing
Damn.
though. Josh Giddey
Giddy,
killing right
yeah,
now.
he been
Though.
playing well too.
Josh Giddey
I was wondering what was the hype behind him, but
Nah,
oh,
Giddy with the kitties. Oh my God.
shit,
I'm
Oh,
not
here
a
you
big
go.
fan of him, bro. I'm not a big fan of him, bro.
I don't think
I'm not a big fan of him. They're gonna
anybody
mute
is a
me
fan of him
again
in real
for
life.
talking the truth. This is crazy.
Real life,
I'm not a fan of Giddy. He's an okay player.
All right, next. I think
They're gonna
that
act like
it?
he ain't do what he did.
Is that
Let's
it?
call it
Did we
out.
cover everybody?
Maybe cooking Bill Cosby
Is
though.
that all the
Go
games?
ahead.
Did we do all the
I
games?
mean, so far, because
No. Cavs
Boston
match up.
I
Oh,
got the
Cavs,
Magic.
yeah.
I got the Magic. The Cavs, we don't know who they going. We don't know who
Yeah,
they're gonna
so
play
we
yet.
got to
Yeah,
wait
they're
till
not
after
playing
18.
Yeah.
But it's
Yeah.
between who? The Heat and
No, it's between
We
Orlando
said,
or Chicago.
we don't. But then again, remember the
But it won't be
loser.
Orlando because Orlando go play the 7th, and then the loser play the winner, and then the
Yeah,
winner claims the 8th spot.
exactly. So
Mhm.
we don't know who's
So we
gonna
don't know
be
who
the.
that's going to be.
okay,
We
let's
don't.
talk through the two different outcomes then. 2 or 3 different outcomes.
I
Let's
don't.
talk about it.
I see Orlando being the 7th, so I think the loser is going to be between Atlanta, Chicago, and who's the third team?
The
It's Atlanta, Chicago,
no,
and who?
Atlanta, Chicago, maybe Miami.
And
Miami.
Miami.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Miami. Yeah, Miami.
So it's between those three that's going to be playing Cleveland.
So who does Cleveland not want to face? That's all I want to know.
He better
Who's
hope
the
that
one that could
He
beat
better
them?
hope that Orlando wins so they don't have to face them because I like Orlando against Cleveland.
Yeah,
Nobody.
I do too.
didn't they push them
Yo,
to the brink last year?
Cleveland and not just Cleveland, but the Celtics. The Celtics,
Yeah.
yo, they don't want to play. They don't want to play Orlando. No,
And
nobody want to play
listen,
Nobody
Orlando right
want to
now,
mess
man.
with
I'm a,
Paolo.
I'm a,
Wait, Orlando.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pause myself
You said
right
something
now,
gay.
but Orlando has length.
Yeah.
They play
You
with
got
length.
real excited for that one, Larry. You
No, I was
stop.
paused because I knew
Mic drop.
you was ready to go. You was ready to be on
Yeah.
I was
unquotability.
gonna let you slide, bro. I wasn't
Whoa,
even gonna do
whoa,
that.
whoa!
I
I don't
Uh-oh.
want
was.
to slide.
You
Nope,
said
nope,
something
want to
gay.
slide. Not at all.
God damn, I can't even be.
Nope.
See what happened? See what happened when I try to be, good person. This is crazy. I will say Paolo is Jason Tatum's nightmare. Same height, highly
Stronger,
skilled ball handling,
stronger.
but just 50 pounds stronger. Maybe
Yeah.
I wouldn't say 50, 30 pounds
And
stronger.
Jalen Brown might not be
Palo,
playing.
Palo might not even be the best person on his team because
One of
Franz
the
is
brothers. Yeah, one of the
Franz is
brothers.
Wagner
boy.
brothers.
The brothers been balling. The brothers be
Because he
hooping.
averaging 25 too. He averaging
Well,
25 as
but
well. Yeah.
Paolo collapses the defense to allow them to get
Palo's a
one-on-one opportunities.
better playmaker, right? Palo's a better
Yeah,
playmaker.
Yeah,
But that Wagner boy,
yeah.
both of them,
Wagner,
both
bro.
of
Both of
them.
them tough. Both of
Yeah,
them tough.
no, for real. And
That,
don't forget
I think
Cole.
Yeah,
I think that the point guard going to play a lot. Suggs or Cole, whoever it is, that they got to
Suggs
play.
is he done for the
They
season.
gotta. Oh
He done for the
yes.
season. Yeah, he out for the
Oh,
season.
so that means Cole Anthony getting in the spot back.
Jalen Suggs is headed to Turkey right now to get his hairline corrected.
Oh shit! Here we go.
Hot take.
Oh
Hot
shit!
take. He's
Shut up, man.
21 years old and his joint is further back
He
than
was
the
just he was
70s.
just on
Go
the
ahead.
he was just with what's
Well,
the girl's
Way
name?
back.
He was just
right.
on the
Back in
show
the
with
time.
Van Liff says she don't even care about his hair. She says she love him for who he is.
And his bank account. I'm sure.
We did
I'm sure.
he
Let me let that shit go, baby.
We
So
did it.
relax and take
I don't even like hair.
relax and take notes. Nigga, this
I don't even like hair.
nigga,
Fuck it.
relax and take
Hey, yeah, that's wild. Hey,
yo
Larry, you
man,
did a good job today, big dog.
yo
You did a
man.
good job.
We appreciate y'all, man. That was our
Mhm.
take on the NBA playoffs right now. We're gonna be back next week. Shout out to my man VA. He's locked in with us for the whole 3 hours, damn near.
Thanks, sir.
Shout out to my man B, who was on call. He was ready to lock and load before I even got on the show. I'm like, yo, calm down.
Pause. Hit yourself real quick with it.
Something gay.
I did it.
Thank you.
All right.
Well,
Shout out to K. He finally got good internet service.
let's go,
And
Kay.
he made it back. But this is one half of the dynamic duo stepping and K. VA, get your bars up media. Please subscribe to his channel. Hold up, let me see. I got something new that popped up on the
Sir.
all right. What the fuck just happened?
Wow.
Look, nah, the right shit happened. I got him. Don't worry.
Oh.
No, my
Oh,
screen,
hey.
my screen
Yo.
blacked out on me.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
totally.
don't worry. I just cut his ass off of the live.
He said-
It's just us. Hey, you locking in with your boy D, DA, KT, the real ones, and we about to shut this down. We gonna walk y'all off this the swan song, fellas, and we gonna do it the way it's supposed to be done. Fly Eagles fly, cry Cowboys cry. And I'm gonna talk to y'all later. Have a good one, y'all.
Yo, that's
Larry,
crazy.
get
Yo,
your
man,
ass out of
I
here,
don't know what the
Larry.
hell's
Mute
going on,
him.
man.
Mute
Shout out to
him.
everybody. Y'all see the credits. Y'all see the
That's
credits
it.
going on, man. I got the credits rock pop. I don't know what the fuck is going on with this shit. But yo, I appreciate all y'all. VAB,
Mute that bull.
K. Oh, shut up, nigga. Appreciate y'all, man. Y'all got any shout outs, BA?
Yeah, shout out, man. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to y'all, man. I appreciate the opportunity as always to come talk sports. And today we have Rum Nitty versus Daylight. Rum Nitty versus Daylight this evening. Probably in about 4 hours, about four or 5 hours from now. We about to get that. So yeah. We're gonna talk about it. We're going live later tonight on my channel to talk about the whole event, man. So hey, appreciate y'all fellas, 1000%.
Thank you. We appreciate you, man. We definitely appreciate you all day. You know, thanks everybody. Thanks to the fam and everybody. Of course, Larry and the guys up here. Get Your Bars Up Media, Super Bowl champion B. Yeah, man, it's just great questions, great answers. It was a great episode today. I think everybody's offline. All righty.
And take notes. Niggas need to wake up. Niggas need to relax and take notes. Niggas need to wake up. Niggas need to relax and take notes. Niggas need to wake up. Niggas need to relax and take notes. While I take totes, relax and take notes. While I take totes of the marijuana smoke, relax and take notes. While I take totes.